getting here. This before you thought it was all over. Jaguar Wright exposed Diddy living with HIV, and he won't come out his cell. So, man, wait till I tell you what's going on with Diddy, man. Was Sean Diddy Combs the subject of Jaguar Wright HIV comment? The singer was referring to basketball legend Magic Johnson. You sure not P. Diddy? It says here, the singer Jaguar Wright recent comment about HIV sparked confusion when many mistakenly believed she was referring to Diddy Combs. In reality, Wright was discussing basketball legend Magic Johnson, who had been open about his HIV status since '91. This is a historic, shocking singer Jaguar Wright recently made headline with a sharing claim about the health incarcerated music. Diddy Combs accused him of hiding an HIV diagnosis. Her statement sparked widespread attention, raising questions about his health. However, this claim was later revealed to be false, but Wright never made any such comment about Diddy, and her words was misinterpreted. The confusion from a misunderstanding in her interview was she was discussing about Magic Johnson. This misinterpretation led to false report. Well, here, the clarification. Sean Diddy Combs' sexual assault case. Ali refused to leave jail cell, delaying multiple lawsuits against him. In a recent interview, Wright made a statement regarding a public future HIV diagnosis. Initially, it was reported that she was referring to Sean Diddy Combs, but this was misunderstood. Wright was talking about basketball, legend Magic Johnson, who had been open about HIV status since '91. The confusion arose from a misinterpretation of interview transcript, Magic Johnson status, and well documented in Wright comment with public disclosures. Wright stated P. Diddy had the same chance as everyone else. What interests is that he confronted it and kept going. He didn't stop his work. How many people are out there who are undetestable? Look back, Entertainment 2024, when Diddy's sexual assault scandal to Jennifer Lopez. Ben divorced, top 5 shocking Hollywood controversies of the year. And it says Diddy ongoing legal battles have raised more questions about his past, with Jaguar Wright accusing him of being a destructive force in the music industry. As Diddy remained in jail on charges of sexual and misconduct, the silence rose. His legal issues only add to a mountain speculation about his career and influence. Okay, you guys, we got more developed stories, it says here. And see, we won't stop, man. It said Jaguar Wright accused Sean Diddy Combs of hiding HIV diagnosis. It says last year, music Sean Diddy Combs was arrested on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, prostitution, and more. He is currently being detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, awaiting his trial scheduled for May 2025. While he is in jail, The singer Jaguar Wright made some shocking claims about the 55-year-old in an interview with Will Productions, which was released on December 25. Jaguar accused Diddy of hiding his HIV diagnosis. She implied that he continued his life despite his condition. P. Diddy had the opportunity like everybody else. You know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up. He didn't stop. He didn't stop doing what he done. However, many dudes is running around undetectable. She stated, furthermore, the 47-year-old American singer, songwriter said that she could name at least 20 men who have been in a similar situation. However, she refrained it from disclosing any names, explaining that her decisions to withhold the identity was not motivated by the fear of lawsuit, but rather because she intended to reveal those on her new show. So it says, during the same controversy that Jaguar Wright challenged claim made by Jay-Z, legal teams which had previously stated that the rapper only shared a professional relationship with Combs. She also criticized the music influence the industry, labeling him as a harmful influence for over 30 years. Now, Jaguar Wright didn't stop there. She called out powerful figures in the industry such as Davis and others for supporting and protecting Diddy. He argued that his success within the industry is part of a system designed and controlled the culture. See, so it was controlled by gay mafias, a system that's controlled by gay mafia who holds, you know what I mean, the all the gatekeepers. So it says here, she also linked Combs with other high-profile convicted offenders like Harvey and Jeffrey. She claims that Jay-Z connection them all. So they all is involved in all this connection. So it goes on. The 47-year-old singer also named Usher as one compliancy of Combs, claiming that they worked it to keep young artists like Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake under their control. Jaguar Wright called from a reform of industries, saying this oppressive system have harmful our culture and society for far too long. It's time to stop people like Diddy. So look, man, Jaguar Wright says she can name 20 people, and Diddy got that stuff, man. And it doesn't stop there, man. It doesn't stop there, y'all. Man, Diddy been living with HIV for 30 years. And it doesn't stop there, man. It doesn't stop there, man. This is some sad stories, man. That Diddy been hiding all along. And see, it doesn't stop there. She got more on Diddy, man. She exposed Diddy's darkest secrets, man. Wait till you hear this. You won't believe.
Once again, Jaguar Wright is on the roll to expose the dirty secrets of Sean Diddy Combs. Since Diddy has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, Jag has taken this opportunity to degrade his public image even further. Let's delve into this ongoing controversy that will unveil the real face of the infamous music mogul. In an explosive interview with Hip Hop Uncensored, Jaguar dropped bombs on the inner workings of the society. In a moment of immense bravery, Jag revealed that most men in the industry have gone through one or more types of harassment. She alluded that people such as Diddy Sean Combs are the ones who make them miserable for personal pleasure and power trips. She said,
most of the men that would qualify to be in the homo thug category Lord.
Jag explained that the ideology behind doing all these evil deeds is to control people and assert dominance over the weak.
This isn't about
Right.
it's about control.
Right.
This isn't about success. It's about money.
Adding another layer of complexity, Jaguar explained that all the executives, including Diddy, have been creating an inhumane environment surrounding the inner music culture. You see, she alluded that most of them take part in derogatory, intimate relationships with their artists to keep them under their thumbs. Jaguar claimed that she got to know about this disgusting side of the industry after she witnessed it herself while visiting a studio for work. Now, that is just the tip of the iceberg. Jag later revealed that behind the scenes, no one wants to have a talented artist. They all want a person who would fulfill their weird intimate desires, and in turn, they will give them money. That's all the equation.
Letting that nigga do all kinds of weird stuff with bodily fluids all over you like you $2 hoe was worth that movie deal.
The plot thickens further as Wright, who has been vocal about exposing the dark side of the music industry, said in an interview that Diddy was trained by Clive Davis, a legendary music executive, to be his boy toy and to recruit other young artists for his pleasure.
Black men are the most disrespected men in this country. But if you're willing to get down on your knees and open up your mouth wide, you become a part of an elite crew.
By now you might have heard about mafiotic rule inside the industry. Well, Jag has alleged that the reason Diddy is at the top of the food chain is because...
See, if you know who Clive Davis is, Clive Davis had Diddy, man, and some of these gay mafias have control of this industry, man. You know what I mean? You see what Candace Owens says, that when it comes to this hip hop industry, when it comes to black culture, it's run by gay mafias, man. You can't make this up. So Clive Davis, you know, he had Diddy, man, and like I said, man, he exposed, you know what I mean? He exposed Diddy, man. You know what I mean? And they expose you with doing their bidding, man. So Diddy was, you know what I mean, Clive Davis' right-hand man, man. And you know what I mean? And Jaguar Wright, man, in her videos, man, she exposed it. You know what I mean? She give you the shocking, you know what I mean, stories, you know what I mean, of what goes on in Hollywood, man. And, you know, like I said, y'all can't make this kind of stuff up. We're going to roll this clip, man. Thank you for joining live, man. We definitely got a lot to touch.
Because of his parties. She revealed that Diddy has established his rule by fear, and now everybody looks up to him. Now, if you think Jag is done, you're sorely mistaken. During the interview, Jaguar unveiled that naive artists are signed with suspicious phrases in the contract. You see, these intimate pleasures are part and parcel of the signed artists.
They should take all of the pictures that they take of these niggas and these women, and they should put that down on the counter with the contract before people sign it.
To top it off, Jaguar jumped in explaining how her friend walked in on Diddy during some lollipop action with Christopher Williams. She insinuated that it was the prime example of Diddy getting intimate favors in exchange for contracts.
When she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff.
She has also come forward with new allegations against the talented director. She basically pointed out that every late member of Uptown Records has met with accidents and died or nearly died, but nothing has ever happened to Diddy. She has bravely expressed that the situation is very sketchy to begin with. Besides, she pointed out that the unfortunate incidents only happened to the artists when they started writing truthful biographies of their lives.
The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book.
With all the sacrifices made by Diddy, we must not forget the untimely death of Kim Porter. The cause of death, according to the first coroner report, was pneumonia, but she was the longest working employee of Uptown Records, on top of being Diddy's assistant. Her death was further investigated, and some surprising truths were revealed. The first coroner's report concluded that there was no known history of use or alcoholism and no signs of trauma. Censor cuss words. The report specified that Porter had traveled to Africa before falling ill, revealing that she did not have any health complaints at the time she returned from her trip. Jaguar believes that Kim was poisoned, and she also hinted that the culprit was none other than Diddy himself.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Now, it is quite plausible that Diddy has been involved in disgusting things like that. You all know that Diddy was recently sued in federal court by Cassie, an R&B singer who was once signed to his label. Cassie has accused Mr. Combs of inhumane crimes, along with a repeated physical violation over about a decade. It is particularly important to note that Cassie revealed in the court documents that Diddy used to actually force her into indecent activities against her will in the bedroom. According to Entertainment Weekly, Ventura alleged that Combs expected her to arrange for freak-off sessions, wherein he would observe and film her having intimacy with adult male workers. She claimed that Combs also hurt her frequently during fits of rage, and forced her to
Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has just revealed that Diddy's life is in danger if he is sent out into Gen Pop. Diddy is desperately trying to get bail after reports came in that several prisoners are coming after him because of his abuse against minors. Former wardens and federal prosecutors have all reported that Diddy is now a target.
Combs isn't the only famous inmate to be housed there. We had Sam Bankman-Fried there, R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell. They were all inmates there. Sean Combs is being kept away from the general inmate population. You say his fame makes him a target.
Yeah, sure, and not necessarily at the MDC only. I mean,
Anywhere.
Yes, in my humble estimation, his life, his safety is in jeopardy in any correctional lockup right now. If it is true, as reported, that he is housed in the special housing unit, it's important to note that the special housing unit is a lockdown, 24-hour lockdown unit. The MDC Brooklyn is a high-rise. The vast majority of the floors are general population floors. But the special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown facility. So this is for Mr. Combs' protection. His incredible worldwide...
Okay, now, this is coming straight from the warden, man. You know, they test...
gas works great.
I want you guys to understand something. They test inmates, man, before they come in, man. And this is some shocking developed stories that the prison warden came out saying that Diddy won't come out of his cell because he's living with HIV, man.
Wealthfront keeps your investments
Now, how many of you guys knew that Diddy is living
I could get $1
with HIV, man?
every person that's called.
You know, Jaguar Wright, man. An exclusive interview, you know, Jaguar Wright said an exclusive interview that Diddy is living with HIV and AIDS, man, and he won't come out the cell, man. Now you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. You know, she wasn't referring to Magic Johnson, but she was referring to Diddy. You know, and you gotta understand, man. When anybody coming out making these kind of accusations, you know, it's got to be true. Let's roll this clip, man.
Call me a liar in the past 5 years. Would be financing. I buy my satellite next week.
Oh my goodness, my darlings. Just when we thought the drama surrounding Diddy couldn't possibly get any messier, especially after that whole holiday meltdown saga, I have some absolutely shocking news that's going to leave you speechless. Are you sitting down? Because what I'm about to tell you is absolutely wild. Diddy is literally refusing to leave his jail cell. Yes, you heard that correctly. The once mighty music mogul, who used to strut through the finest establishments in designer suits, has now become an inmate who's playing an absolutely ridiculous game of hide and seek with the justice system. According to attorney Tony Busby's co-counsel, Antigone Curis, and trust me, this this is straight from the source. Diddy's little jailhouse protest isn't just causing minor inconveniences. No, no, no. This man's refusal to step out has thrown not one, but two major cases into complete chaos. Things have gotten so completely out of hand that Kurus had to actually file a letter. Yes, an actual formal letter, practically begging the court to push back those critically important conferences. We're talking about moving everything from January 10th all the way to February. And why, you ask? Because they literally cannot serve this man his papers. Can you believe the audacity? But honey, let me tell you something even more serious. This isn't just about these civil lawsuits. Diddy's got something much bigger looming over his head like a dark storm cloud. We're talking about a criminal trial coming up in May 2025 that could have him trading in his luxury lifestyle for a prison jumpsuit for 15 to 20 years. Minimum. With lawsuits piling up faster than designer shoes in his closet and that federal court date already set in stone, you've got to wonder, is this all part of some brilliant master plan, or is the pressure finally making those designer cracks start to show? Darlings, buckle up those seatbelts extra tight because we're just getting started unraveling this absolutely messy situation. Let me spill all the scalding hot tea about these lawsuits that Diddy's been playing peekaboo with, and trust me when I tell you, these details are more disturbing than a botched facelift. First up in this parade of accusations, we've got Philip Pines, a former assistant who's come forward with some allegations that'll make your perfectly styled hair stand on end. Pines is dragging Diddy to court over what he describes as a toxic work environment that completely spiraled out of control between 2019 and 2021. And oh honey, when I tell you the tea gets hotter than a summer sidewalk in Miami. According to these absolutely shocking court documents, Pines' job included preparing for what Diddy allegedly called Wild King Nights. And yes, that's exactly what it sounds like, if not worse. Picture this scandalous scene. Hotel rooms stocked.
I want to say, man, when it comes to this, man, Philip Pines, you know what I mean, he was bribing to, you know what I mean, going to the freak off, man. He didn't know how the party was, man, and it blew his mind, man. You know, and they graped him. You know, that's what they do in the industry. They grape you in. You know what I mean? They test your temperature to see if it's lukewarm. And first of all, man, they want to see what you know, man, before you get an invite to this invitation, man. You know, a lot of people, you know what I mean, they get careers through negotiation. That's why when you go to these parties, man, and you open up a door and you see, well, man, what's all this going on? You got man against man, and man, you know what I mean? Man is cuddling, and you know what I mean? It's not normal. You see, when you see man is cuddling and man up against each other, man, and you wondering what they negotiating about, man. You know what I mean? Is that serious, man? They must be negotiating something, man. But man, in these parties, man, you know, we can't make this up, man. Man with man, they negotiating, and they up on each other, and it's not what y'all think, man. It's not what y'all think, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to be smart, have a, you know what I mean, high school diploma, college degrees. You know, when they say networking and stuff like that, that's part of networking in the industry, man. You know what I mean? You network into this morality in this field. But that's what all it boils down to. You know what I mean? Who you know. You know what I mean? And are you willing to go up? You know what I mean? You open one door and, you know what I mean, you see a lot of negotiation. You see a lot of man up on each other. Nah, man, it's what it is, man. This is what it is, man. You know, you might be like, what they negotiating about? You know what I mean? Nah, this is some serious stuff, man. Let's roll this. We got a lot to talk about.
Stocked with baby oil, certain enhancement products that I can barely mention in polite company, and devices that would make even the most open-minded person clutch their pearls. Poor Pines claims these parties didn't just last for a few hours, we're talking days upon days. And guess who had to clean up the aftermath of these absolutely wild gatherings? Everything from discarded party supplies to, well, let's just say personal remnants, and leave it at that. But wait, because this tea is about to get even more scalding. Pines dropped an even bigger bombshell that'll shake you to your core. He claims Diddy once forced him into an intimate situation with a woman while he just stood there and watched. And if that wasn't shocking enough to send you reaching for your smelling salts, there's this absolutely terrifying claim about Diddy allegedly dangling a woman over a 17th floor balcony. Yes, you heard that correctly. A balcony, darling, 17 floors up, of course, faster than you can say legal crisis. Diddy's high-powered legal team is swooping in with their denials, trying to put out these fires like they're working overtime at the emergency room. They're calling these allegations completely baseless, insisting that no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never engaged in any non-consensual acts. They're standing firmer than a fresh Botox injection, claiming he'll clear his name in court, but let's be real here, sweeties. Can one person, even someone as powerful as Diddy, really fend off this many lawsuits without some designer skeletons doing the cha-cha right out of that walk-in closet? Now, darlings, let me take you on an exclusive tour inside the Metropolitan Detention Center for a behind-the-bars peek at Diddy's new life. And trust me when I tell you, it's about as far from his luxury penthouses and private jets as last season's fashion trends. Remember that holiday meltdown everyone couldn't stop gabbing about? Those heartbreaking reports of him breaking down during the festive season had us all wondering if that larger-than-life persona was finally starting to crack like cheap foundation. But here's the latest twist in this never-ending saga. Since that emotional episode that had everyone talking, sources say he's retreated even further into isolation, refusing to leave his cell for days at a time. Now, some insiders are whispering that
why is that? Why is he, you know what I mean, refusing to leave himself? Do he fear for his life? You know what I mean? Is it true that Jaguar Wright said that he's living with HIV and AIDS? And you know what I mean? They said he got thinner. They said he ain't eating. They said he got, you know what I mean, got a set of grays on top of his head. They said he's looking weak. And, you know, you can't get the proper nutrition if you was out. You know what I mean? You can't eat like you want. You know what I mean? And they said, you know what I mean? They said it's looking way worse than what we think it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to stand trial in May. So, you know, like I said, man, a lot of people think that he's going to really rot before his trial. You know, that's what a lot of people think, that he's going to really rot. You know what I mean? And you seeing that he's losing a lot of weight. They said, you know what I mean? And, you know, a lot of people say he's going to rot. A lot of people think that he's not going to make it before trial. So let's roll this clip, man. So because we definitely got to cover up a lot of things, man. Why Diddy's not coming out of his cell, man.
that this refusal to step out might be rooted in fear. I mean, let's be honest, the MDC isn't exactly filled with his usual crowd of yes men and adoring fans. Others think it's all about control, a power move while he watches these lawsuits and criminal charges closing in like wolves circling their prey. And then there's the growing gossip that this might just be another crafty delay tactic in his legal playbook. I mean, staying locked up in your cell isn't exactly screaming, "I'm ready to cooperate," is it? But here's where it gets absolutely fascinating, my loves. Despite all this drama, reports from inside suggest Diddy's turn to meditation and yoga to center himself. Can you just picture it? The man who once ran the music industry like his personal kingdom, sitting cross-legged on a cold prison floor, trying to find his inner peace while lawsuits pile up faster than designer shoes in a Black Friday sale. On the flip side, some sources are whispering that he's still trying to maintain that untouchable facade, walking around like he's still running things from his corner office. One source even claimed he's keeping his head up like he's untouchable. But isn't this the same man we heard about just weeks ago, reportedly sobbing in his cell during the holidays?
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game.
But wait, there's more tea to spill. Wright didn't just stop at dropping.
Let's go back, man.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
And he didn't stop. You know what she's saying there? He didn't stop what he was doing. He was continuing on these freak parties, man. And you know what I mean? She's saying that, man. He spread it with a bunch of people, man. And he wouldn't stop, man. Some of these artists, man, they living with HIV and AIDS, man, and they afraid to, you know what I mean, come out the closet. You know what I mean? You know, Jaguar Wright, an exclusive, you know what I mean, story says that she can name 20, you know what I mean, people living with HIV, man. You know, hear her story, man, because she goes all in. Let's roll this clip.
He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game.
But wait, there's more tea to spill. Wright didn't just stop at dropping those explosive health allegations. She went full scorched earth, painting Diddy as this dangerous, almost devilish figure lurking in the industry's shadows. According to her absolutely shocking claims, she can name at least 20 other individuals who she says are no better than Diddy and are allegedly in the same situation. And darlings, she didn't stop there. She had some very interesting things to say about Jay-Z's lawyer that'll make your jaw drop.
Now guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole like virus, G.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller, and I've been a full-time YouTuber for over 10 years now. And if you are a YouTuber or you're... I don't know, Dan.
Whoa, she says it's like a virus being spread like cancer. You know, Will Smith was saying that he don't even know Diddy, man. But all these people was tenants of these freak off parties, though. She, you know what I mean? She says that Will Smith don't even know Diddy, man. But they're always involved in these freak off parties, man. It's like half of the industry living with HIV and AIDS. This is what she's saying, man. Almost half of the industry living with HIV and AIDS, man. Wow. Let's go on and see what she's saying there.
What do you think that's about?
Even like baby oil. I don't know, Daddy.
Can you blame Jaguar for enjoying this moment like it's a 5-star
Hey, y'all
dessert?
hear that?
I mean, she's been spot on with most of her predictions.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole like virus. See, I don't know, Daddy.
What do you think that's about?
Even like baby oil. I don't know, Daddy.
Can you blame Jaguar for enjoying this moment like it's a 5-star dessert? I mean, she's been spot on with most of her predictions about these industry bigwigs so far. And let's discuss these absolutely ridiculous claims that Diddy and Jay-Z weren't actually friends, just business acquaintances? Please, there are enough videos and pictures of them together to fill an entire museum, unless they've mysteriously vanished from the internet faster than a celebrity's controversial tweet. Now, as you can imagine, sweeties, Jaguar's comments have set social media ablaze like a designer purse catching fire. Some people are hailing her as this brave whistleblower, finally pulling back the curtain on fame's dark underbelly. Others, well, they're giving her the side eye, pointing to her history of making controversial claims that sometimes can't be verified. But honestly, both sides have points stronger than a double espresso. Let's be brutally honest here. Diddy's reputation is hanging by a thread thinner than a sample-sized dress at Fashion Week. Between these lawsuits, explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken more hits than a punching bag at a celebrity gym. And here's the thing about rumors, lawsuits, explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken more hits than a punching bag at a celebrity gym. And here's the thing about rumors like these, darlings. They don't just disappear like last season's trends. They linger, they grow, they take on a life of their own. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for due process. Once these kinds of allegations are out there, they stick to you like last night's glitter. Is this all part of some calculated move to bring down the mighty Diddy empire? Or are we finally seeing the real story behind that $1 million smile? The timing of everything. The lawsuits, the viral interviews, these jailhouse stories. It's all raising more eyebrows than a bad Botox job. Looking at the bigger picture, Diddy's in what we call a lose-lose situation. Sweeties, his refusal to leave that cell might be buying him some time, but at what cost? It's like putting designer bandages on a bullet wound. It's not fixing anything, just delaying the inevitable. The courts aren't going to wait forever, and judges? Oh honey, they don't take kindly to these kinds of delays. And let's talk about that criminal trial coming up in May 2025. If he keeps playing this game of hide and seek with the justice system, it could backfire worse than a cheap hair dye job. Prosecutors could use his behavior to paint him as uncooperative or even guilty, and managing both criminal and civil cases. That's like trying to juggle flaming torches while walking a tightrope in 6-inch stilettos. The clock is ticking louder than a metronome in a silent room, darlings, and the stakes have never been higher. Someone needs to remind Mr. Combs that we're still months away from trial, and there's a very real possibility that he's going to have about a dozen more lawsuits knocking on his door before this whole spectacle even begins. And that brings us to the end of today's piping hot tea about brother love situation. But trust and believe, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What do you think, my darlings? Is Diddy's cell situation...
Wow, they said Diddy's hanging on a string. Imagine, man. Imagine you got that string. You trying to pull yourself up. You just barely hanging, man, to that string just shred apart, man. You just barely hanging on, man. That's what he's doing. He's barely hanging on. You know what I mean? His lawyer team is, you know what I mean, is about giving up on him. Y'all don't see the y'all don't, you know what I mean, y'all don't see the play, man. His lawyer's team is giving up on him. He's barely hanging on, man. And you know what I mean? They would need a speedy trial, you know what I mean, because you know what I mean, it's taking too long for his trial. May, by then they're gonna have subpoenaed so many amount of witnesses, new lawsuits. Man, if he don't get a speedy trial, like I said, man, what's the whole reason he won't come out the cell, man? They said it's his health, man. They said it's his health, man. You don't see when you're not out in the real world, you don't have access, man. They say he's living with HIV and AIDS. You know, look, man, your health is number one concern, man. And when you ain't got the proper nutrition and if he's living with HIV and AIDS, just think about, man, what he had to control it, man. I mean, look, man. Like I say, fam, this is not looking good for him. Really not looking good for him, man.
In a bold legal move? Or is this the behavior of a man who's finally cracking under the weight of his own empire? And what about Jaguar Wright's shocking claims? Truth bombs or pure shade? Don't forget to spill your thoughts in the comments below. And if you don't want to miss out on the next serving of scalding hot tea, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe faster than Diddy's lawyers rushing to court. Until next time, my love.
For every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years. With these finances, I'm buying my satellite next week.
All right, y'all. Just when we thought the drama with Diddy couldn't get any messier, especially after the whole meltdown saga, here's the latest tea. He's refusing to leave his jail cell. Yes, you heard that right. The music mogul turned inmate is reportedly stalling legal proceedings by straight up refusing to step out and accept a stack of lawsuits waiting for him. According to attorney Tony Busby's co-counsel Antigone Curis, Diddy's little jailhouse protest has thrown a wrench into not one, but two major cases. This refusal has gotten so bad that Curis had to file a letter begging the court to push back important conferences originally set for January 10th to February. Why? Because they can't even serve the man his papers. Now keep in mind, this isn't just about these civil lawsuits. Diddy's also got a criminal trial looming in May 2025, where he's facing some very serious charges that could get him locked away for 15 to 20 years minimum. With multiple lawsuits piling up and a federal court date already locked in, you've got to wonder, is this all part of some master plan, or is the pressure finally starting to crack him? Stick around, because we're just getting started unraveling this tangled mess. Now let's get into the lawsuits Diddy's been dodging, and trust me,
I think the pressure is on. I think with more allegations, more witnesses, more subpoenas, they said they got over 300, subpoena witness. They got over 50 victims that's coming forward. This is looking real bad, fam. And not to say, man, like, he can't request for a speedy trial. Because the trial is set for May, so I doubt that they will give him a speedy trial, man. So, man, this is not looking good for Diddy, man. It's not looking good, man. At all. This is not looking good.
the details are as wild as they are disturbing. First up, we've got Philip Pines, a former assistant who's hit Diddy with some serious accusations. Pines is suing for misconduct and what he calls a toxic work environment that spiraled out of control between 2019 and 2021. And y'all, the tea doesn't stop there. According to court documents, Pines claims that his job included prepping for what Diddy allegedly called Wild King Nights. Well, that's a new one. For context, just imagine hotel rooms stocked with baby oil, certain enhancement products, and even devices you'd never expect to see at a party. Pine says these nights went on for days, and guess who had to clean up the aftermath? From discarded party supplies to personal remnants, this man says he saw it all. But here's where it gets even darker. Pines alleges that Diddy once coerced him into an intimate situation with a woman while he stood by and watched. If that wasn't enough, another jaw-dropping claim involves Diddy allegedly dangling a woman over a 17th floor balcony. Yes, you heard that.
See, Diddy has forced Philip Pine into coercion with a woman. You hear that, man? But they saying tacitly saying none of these free calls was in coercion, but it's all consensual. Now she's gonna back up her story when things, hit the fan. She got 9 tapes. Even his attorney says that all these 9 tapes was consensual, 100% consensual. Now you just heard that Diddy forced Philip Pines into this coercion with this girl. You can't make this kind of stuff up, fam.
That right, a balcony. Of course, Diddy's legal team is coming in hot with their denials. They've called these allegations baseless, saying no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never engaged in any non-consensual acts. They're standing firm, insisting he'll clear his name in court. But let's be real, can one person fend off this many lawsuits without some skeletons tumbling out of the closet? What do y'all think? Is this just the beginning of a bigger unraveling? All right, now that we spilled the tea on the lawsuits, let's step inside the Metropolitan Detention Center and get a sense of what Diddy's life behind bars actually looks like. Spoiler alert, it's a far cry from his luxurious penthouses and private jets. But I'm sure you already knew that. Remember that holiday meltdown we all couldn't stop talking about? Reports of him breaking down during the festive season had us all wondering if Diddy's larger-than-life persona was finally cracking under pressure. But here's the latest twist. Since that incident, sources claim he's retreated even further into isolation, refusing to leave his cell for days at a time. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some insiders speculate that his refusal to step out could be rooted in fear. Let's face it, the MDC isn't exactly full of adoring fans or loyal staff. Others, though, think it's a power move, an attempt to control his environment while the walls of these lawsuits and criminal charges close in. And then, of course, there's the growing chatter that this might just be another legal delay tactic. I mean, let's be real, staying locked up in your cell doesn't exactly scream cooperation. But here's the curveball. Despite all this, reports from inside suggest Diddy's been turning to meditation and yoga to center himself and cope with the less than glamorous conditions. Yes, meditation and yoga. Can you imagine Diddy sitting cross-legged on the floor trying to find his inner peace while lawsuits pile up faster than New York snow in December? On the flip side, there are whispers that he's still putting on a front of strength, walking the tightrope between vulnerability and bravado. One source even claimed he's keeping his head up like he's untouchable. But is this the same man we heard about just a few weeks ago, reportedly crying in his cell during the holidays? So what's the truth? Is Diddy quietly falling apart, or is he playing the long game, biding his time while preparing to count?
It says here, Sean Diddy Combs refusing to leave jail cell for this solid reason. So when it comes to source, it says Sean Diddy Combs is delaying legal proceeding by refusing to leave his jail cell to accept lawsuits. It says Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly stalling legal proceeding by refusing to leave his jail cell to accept service of multiple lawsuits. The Bad Boy Records founder is currently in custody awaiting trial on the sexual traffic charges. It says Diddy faced criminal charges, including the racketeering, transportation to engage in prostitution. His trial is scheduled to begin in May 2025. It says, according to filings submitted on December 30th, attorney Tony Buzzy, co-counsel, claimed that Diddy refused to accept service and have caused delays in 2 specified cases. It says the attorney have called on judge to counsel conference beginning January 10th and moved them to February due to delay. It says that both sets of lawyers have agreed. So we see they had both agreed on the way to push forward. It says Philip Pines sued Diddy for sexual batteries and harassment. One of many lawsuits against Diddy is from Philip Pines, who worked as in the music industry assistant and later sued him for sexual battery, harassments, and trafficking in office from January 2019 to September 2021. Okay, let's roll this clip.
Counter the avalanche of allegations against him. One thing's for sure, this saga is far from over, and we're just getting started with the juicy details. If you thought the lawsuits and jail cell rumors were wild, wait until you hear what Jaguar Wright has been saying. Known for her no-holds-barred interviews and relentless call-outs of the music industry's dark side, Wright dropped another bombshell recently, this time about none other than her arch-enemy, Diddy. During a jaw-dropping interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar didn't hold back. She outright alleged that Diddy has been living with HIV. Yes, you heard that right. Wright claimed that Diddy has faced the disease head up, refusing to let it slow him down or stop his meteoric rise in the entertainment world. She even asked the eyebrow-raising question, how many Jews are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Shit.
I mean, yeah, man. Let's get on that, man. How many dudes is running around undetectable, man? How many people are living with HIV and AIDS, man? And he's spreading it like wild cancer, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. She got 20 names that she's gonna drop the bombshell on her next podcast, man. You can't make this up, man. She listed. She said the game is won. You know, notice that she listed the game being won, man. Come on, man. You can't make this up, man. Like, you know, I remember the game came out and says that, look, man. You know what I mean? He says 90% of the hip hop industry, you know what I mean, is living, you know what I mean, as a homosexual, man. He's not including himself on the interview, but come on, if Jaguar Wright knows 20, and she's very confident that she's saying that the game is won, man. She didn't even name no other, you know what I mean, no other that was involved, but there's 20, and you know, Diddy gotta be one. I know Justin Timberlake's one. I know Timberland's gotta be one. Usher gotta be in it. You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. All of Diddy, all of his friends that was invited into these freak-offs, man. You gotta think that whole circle that Diddy had, man. Meek Mill's gotta be one. You know what I mean? The question is, who all living with HIV, man? Let's hear what she's saying, man, because this is some serious allegations, man.
She even asked the eyebrow-raising question, how many Jews are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Shit.
Come on.
In the game.
Now, before y'all let that sink in, there's more.
Hear that again. She said in the game. She said in the game. She didn't stop there, y'all.
Head up, refusing to let it slow him down or stop his meteoric rise in the entertainment world. She even asked the eyebrow-raising question, how many Jews are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Shit.
Come on.
In the game.
Now, before y'all let that sink in, there's more. Wright didn't stop at the health allegation. She doubled down on her broader narrative of Diddy as a dangerous and devilish figure in the industry. Someone who's allegedly been enabled by some of the most powerful names in music. Wright revealed she can identify at least 20 individuals who she believes are no better than Diddy and who allegedly also have HIV. According to her, this issue extended beyond the rabbit hole of Diddy's sins. Jaguar also has something interesting to say about Jay-Z's lawyer's claims that Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends, just business acquaintances. Trust me, you laugh at what she said about it too.
Now guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole like virus, see? It's like, I don't know Diddy.
But what do you think that's about?
Even like baby oil, I don't know Diddy.
Jaguar was clearly enjoying that. Why wouldn't she? She's been spot on with most of her predictions about these big guns so far. Do you also believe the ridiculous claims that Diddy and Jay-Z aren't tight? There are tons of videos and pictures that suggest they are, only if they've been scrubbed off the internet. Jaguar's comments have unsurprisingly sparked a firestorm of reactions on social media. Some people see her as a brave whistleblower, pulling back the curtain on the dark underbelly of fame and power. Others, however, are more skeptical, pointing to her history of making controversial, sometimes unverified claims. Well, both sides got a solid point if we're being honest. Still, her allegations add another layer of intrigue to Diddy's already chaotic situation. If nothing else, Jaguar Wright has a way of keeping the internet talking, and this latest claim has only amplified the buzz. So what do you think? Is Jaguar Wright exposing uncomfortable truths about the industry, or are her allegations some kind of vendetta, a personal mission to add fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy? One thing's for sure, this story is far from cooling down. With all the swirling allegations, lawsuits, and now Jaguar Wright's shocking claims, Diddy's once unshakable legacy is looking more fragile by the day. The HIV rumor alone has set off a ripple effect, adding yet another layer to the already massive pile of allegations surrounding him. Let's not sugarcoat it. Diddy's reputation was already hanging by a thread. Some would say it's burnt toast already. Between the lawsuits, the explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken hit after hit. But this latest claim is the kind of bombshell that doesn't just make headlines. It sticks in people's minds, whether it's proven or not. Think about it. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for the due process. Rumors like these don't just disappear, they linger, they fester, and they shape how people see you, regardless of the truth. And while Diddy's legal team has been busy denying allegations left and right, the sheer volume and intensity of these claims make it hard for even his most...
Diddy team about had enough, man. you know, he's overwhelmed, man. With these allegations, man, and I'm thinking that the list is just going up each by day, man. And like I said, man, he's overwhelmed, man. He's overwhelmed with these allegations, man. And like I said, man, Diddy won't come out the cell. Like the prison warden knows, because you get tested while you go to prison. You get tested. And once he got tested, and once he found that Diddy had HIV and AIDS, it was the rumor, was circulating, man, through the jail. And it ain't like he caught it in there, man. But when it comes to testing, and when it comes to Diddy hiding, they said, if you hear what Jaguar was saying, that it's undetectable. And it was going. He if you hear what she was saying, he kept going and going and going. He kept going. Let's go back to what she's saying, man. He kept going and going. Look what she's saying, man.
Industry's dark side. Wright dropped another bombshell recently. This time about none other than her arch enemy, Diddy. During a jaw-dropping interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar didn't hold back. She outright alleged that Diddy has been living with HIV. Yes, you heard that right. Wright claimed that Diddy has faced the disease head up, refusing to let it slow him down or stop his meteoric rise in the entertainment world. She even asked the eyebrow-raising question, how many dudes are running around undetectable?
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? See?
Come on.
In the game.
Now, before y'all let that sink in, there's more. Wright didn't stop at the health allegation. She doubled down on her broader narrative of Diddy as a dangerous and devilish figure in the industry. Someone who's allegedly been enabled by some of the most powerful names in music. Wright revealed she can identify at least 20 individuals who she believes are no better than Diddy and who allegedly also have HIV. According to her, this issue extended beyond the rabbit hole of Diddy's sins. Jaguar also has something interesting to say about Jay-Z's lawyer's claims that Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends, just business acquaintances. Trust me, you laugh at what she said about it too.
Now guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole virus, G. It's like, I don't know Diddy.
But what do you think that's about?
Even like baby oil. I don't know Diddy.
Jaguar was clearly enjoying that. Why wouldn't she? She's been spot on with most of her predictions about these big guns so far. Do you also believe the ridiculous claims that Diddy and Jay-Z aren't tight? There are tons of videos and pictures that suggest they are, only if they've been scrubbed off the internet. Jaguar's comments have unsurprisingly sparked a firestorm of reactions on social media. Some people see her as a brave whistleblower, pulling back the curtain on the dark underbelly of fame and power. Others, however, are more skeptical, pointing to her history of making controversial, sometimes unverified claims. Well, both sides got a solid point if we're being honest. Still, her allegations add another layer of intrigue to Diddy's already chaotic situation. If nothing else, Jaguar Wright has a way of keeping the internet talking, and this latest claim has only amplified the buzz. So what do you think? Is Jaguar Wright exposing uncomfortable truths about the industry, or are her allegations some kind of vendetta, a personal mission to add fuel to the fire surrounding Diddy? One thing's for sure, this story is far from cooling down. With all the swirling allegations, lawsuits, and
I believe when it comes to Jaguar Wright and her allegations, man, it's accurate. You know, these things happen in Hollywood, man. You know what I mean? There's over a dozen people living with HIV and AIDS, man. You know, you know, like when Justin Timberlake came out and says, you know, he didn't know how he caught the AIDS, you know what I mean? But he says that he was partying, man. He was at these wild parties, these freak off parties, man, and you know what I mean? How do you catch that? How you gotta ask yourself, how you catch that by not going to these wild freak off parties and having unprotected sex? When Jaguar Wright says is undetestable, so that should ring a bell. That man with man, you know what I mean? Man having sex with man, women having sex with each other. You know what I mean? All these things is going on, and you know what I mean. Like I said, y'all can't make this stuff up, man. You know what I mean? Y'all can't make this stuff up, man. Like she literally says that she knows 20. She can list 20, and all these people having orgies and you know sex. Let's think about it. Let's think about all these sex was unprotected, man. Let's think about it, man.
Now Jaguar Wright's shocking claims, Diddy's once unshakable legacy is looking more fragile by the day. The HIV rumor alone has set off a ripple effect, adding yet another layer to the already massive pile of allegations surrounding him. Let's not sugarcoat it. Diddy's reputation was already hanging by a thread. Some would say it's burnt toast already. Between the lawsuits, the explosive accusations from former associates, and his reported behavior behind bars, his public image has taken hit after hit. But this latest claim is the kind of bombshell that doesn't just make headlines. It sticks in people's minds, whether it's proven or not. Think about it. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for the due process. Rumors like these don't just disappear, they linger, they fester, and they shape how people see you, regardless of the truth. And while Diddy's legal team has been busy denying allegations left and right, the sheer volume and intensity of these claims make it hard for even his most loyal supporters to look the other way. But here's a wild theory. Could these rumors and allegations be part of a calculated move to discredit Diddy? Or are they finally peeling back the curtain on a darker side of his past? The timing of everything, the lawsuits, the viral interviews, the jailhouse stories, has raised eyebrows. Is this a smear campaign, or are we witnessing the unraveling of a carefully constructed facade? One thing's certain, these stories aren't just about Diddy's present. They're reshaping his entire legacy. From being one of hip-hop's most iconic moguls to now being a headline for all the wrong reasons, his place in history is being rewritten in real time. So where does Diddy go from here? Honestly, it's looking like a lose-lose situation for the bad boy mogul. His refusal to leave his cell might be buying him some time, but at what cost? Legally, this move is a ticking time bomb. Delaying lawsuits doesn't mean they disappear, it just stacks up the pressure.
No, him not leaving his cell raised suspicions. You know what I mean? How really is his health? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We gotta ask when it comes to Diddy not leaving his cell, man. His health is an issue. Because when you got all these allegations, right? You got lawsuits, and they saying he refusing leaving his cell. They say he's getting thinner. They say he looks sick, man. He don't want to look, you know what I mean? He don't want to get out there You know what I mean? And that look healthy for a trial that he has to fight. You know what I mean? I think this is more regarding his health issues, man. And for the warden to, you know what I mean, said that he's diagnosed with HIV. It's not really looking good. You know what I mean? Because he's not getting the proper nutrition. You know what I mean? He's not even eating. The last time, you know what I mean, we seen, you know, that they said he wasn't eating. So I always say your health is the number one priority. That, you know, whenever you facing legal issues and things like that, why? See, we gotta ask why he's not coming out himself. You know, it's a health issue. It's not other than a health issue. That why he's not coming out himself.
Pressure. Attorneys on both sides are scrambling to adjust timelines, but the courts won't wait forever. The longer Diddy stays put, the worse this could get, especially with multiple civil cases piling up alongside his criminal trial. Judges don't take kindly to delays, and his actions could backfire, making things even tougher for his legal team. Then there's the bigger picture. His criminal trial, set for May 2025. If he keeps up this behavior, it could set a dangerous precedent. Prosecutors could argue that his refusal to cooperate shows a lack of accountability or even guilt. And let's not forget, managing both criminal and civil cases simultaneously.
I want you guys to understand something. It's not that Diddy is not, you know what I mean, cooperating. Like, I think it's more. I think it's more with his health, man. I think more where they have diagnosed him with HIV, that he's been diagnosed with HIV. I think it's a health issue. You know, and he can continue to lose a lot of weight, man, and that really look like Diddy, man. Like, you know what I mean? He can't groom himself. He don't have access to get the proper nutrition, man. I think it's more like he's facing a health issue. You know what I mean? He's facing a health. You know what I mean? Because look, man. You know what I mean? Melly got to come out his cell, man. And when I was locked up and did 8 years, man, you know what I mean? They forced inmates had to come out their cell. If you won't come out your cell, that's a like a disciplinary, you know what I mean, action. Why you won't come out your cell? You know, with Diddy's situation, I think it's a health issue he has. You know what I mean? Because they said he was diagnosed with HIV. You know, I really strongly think, fam, that it's a health issue that he's dealing with, that he's fighting with. You know what I mean? And he's not, you know, why would they come up and saying that he's the, you know what I mean, he refused to come out and sell. He's losing massive weight, and you know what I mean, he's getting thinner. You know what I mean? He losing his hair. Look, man, I think that's what it is. It's his health, man. He can't hold up too long, man. They say he look like he's dying. You know what I mean? Look, man, you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. Let's go roll this clip. We definitely got a lot to talk about.
Simultaneously is no small feat. His legal team is under immense pressure to juggle these battles while trying to salvage what's left of his public image. But here's the twist. This could also be a part of a larger strategy. Is Diddy banking on delays to outlast his accusers and weaken their resolve? Or is this the act of someone who is cornered and running out of options? Either way, it's a risky gamble that could cost him everything. As the legal drama unfolds, all eyes are on Diddy. Will he face the storm head on, or will he keep hiding behind the bars of his cell, hoping the chaos blows over? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, the clock is ticking and the stakes have never been higher. He probably needs to be reminded that we are still a few months away from trial, and there's a huge chance he's going to have about a dozen more lawsuits knocking on his door before that trial begins. We've come to the end of today's hot tea on brother love situation, but you should know by now a lot more are still coming. Do you think Diddy's refusal to leave his cell is a bold legal tactic, or a sign of a man crumbling under pressure? And what's your take on Jaguar Wright's shocking claims, truth or pure bias? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and if you don't want to miss out on the next juicy updates, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel.
Google AI helps you find your best customers by optimizing your campaigns in real time.
He is a former federal prisoner who served time at 11 institutions of various security levels in 5 different states, and he now advises people who are about to go to prison. Same information? Are they saying it was possible?
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the SHU have an abbreviated list.
Have you ever wondered what happens to the rich and powerful when they're stripped of everything? The money, the fame,
Whatever happened to the rich, they tremble. They fall, they shred. You know, if you get, you know what I mean, one of those, you know what I mean, pottery, you know what I mean, pots, they, you know what I mean, they shred apart. In other words, man, that pot start to boil and, you know, things get hot. You know what I mean? Many things get intense, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, they holding on to something. You know what I mean? Like they hold on to that strand, man. They holding tight. You know what I mean? Until everything just fall apart. So this is what Diddy dealing with, man. You know what I mean? He's dealing with some heavy accusations. And like I said, man, I always said, man, it's however you made your bed, however you got to lay in the bed you made, man. So, you know, should no one feel sorry, man. It's called responsibilities for your actions.
influence. Today, I'll take you inside the cold, merciless walls of one of the most feared prisons in the United States. This is where P. Diddy, a name once synonymous with luxury and success, now faces the darkest chapter of his life, living in utter isolation, consumed by despair, and haunted by the weight of his downfall. Inside these walls, secrets are buried, and humanity is tested. You'll discover the chilling details of the isolation cell he calls home, the eerie silence that follows him like a shadow, and the relentless routines that crush even the strongest spirits. If you're drawn to uncovering the stories the world doesn't want you to see, make sure you stay until the end. You won't believe what happens inside the cold corridors of this prison. And if you're intrigued by stories like this, give this video a like. It helps us uncover more hidden truths and bring them to you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to explore the darker side of life. The moment Diddy was led to his cell, I remember thinking how the mighty had truly fallen. The hallway leading there was darker than I imagined, with extra guards stationed at every turn. Their heavy boots echoed against the cold concrete, each step marking the beginning of his new reality. The silence was oppressive, broken only by the occasional clang of steel doors. I watched as he walked. His shoulders hunched slightly, as if the weight of the situation had already settled on him. He didn't look like the man who had once commanded crowds, standing tall and confident in the spotlight. Here, he was just another prisoner, stripped of identity and power. When he arrived at his cell, it was as though the world outside disappeared. The cell was tiny, just enough space for a metal bed with a thin, worn mattress.
I want to say, when you in there, fam, you know what I mean? When you doing time, this hard life, man, everything is different, man. It ain't like what you was doing when you in the out, man. Everything just, you know what I mean, become reality at this point, man. You know what I mean? Everything just become a reality at this point, man. You know what I mean? When you're in the jail cell, everything becomes smaller. You know what I mean? You're in a room where you just barely got little room to work in, man. You know? And like I said, man, he's having a tough time, man. He's having a tough time maintaining. You know what I mean? And they know at some point, man, you know what I mean? At some point he would die in there, man. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, man. When you got HIV, man, when you got HIV and you sick and you can't come out yourself, that's something serious, man. That's something serious, man. You know what I mean? That's really something serious, man. I gotta roll this tape because it says with Diddy being hospitalized, when he's being hospitalized, right, and he's asking for medical attention to go to a hospital because he's being hospitalized. Yeah, man, it's because the warden, you know what I mean, they gave him, they ran a test and they found that he was diagnosed with HIV, man. This is something serious, man. This is something serious.
Any website. Unlimited creation.
Diddy will be sued. And I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days. So, breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of...
All right, let's dive into a story so wild, so jaw-dropping, you won't be able to look away. Picture this, Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, a man who built an empire on luxury, fame, and bravado, now reduced to a shadow of his former self. The flashy lifestyle, the red carpets, the private jets, the extravagant parties, it's all gone. Instead, he's stuck in a small, cold cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place that's been described as nothing short of a living nightmare. But the real twist, it's not just the conditions of prison life that have people talking. The whispers, the rumors, the shocking allegations surrounding Diddy's behavior both inside and outside those concrete walls are what's got the world buzzing.
Just incredible. And, you know, it brings into context our whole system of innocent until proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? And, you know, we can debate that all day long. Of all people that's unlikely to flee or get away, well, he's got the resources to flee, but he's so recognizable. And isn't he innocent until proven guilty? Well, yeah, but, you know, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocent until proven guilty. When you have this much...
Let's start with the most obvious change, his appearance. Just a few months ago, Diddy was seen living his best life, flaunting his wealth in Central Park, playing hacky sack with friends, and showing off that signature confidence. Fast forward to now, and the transformation is, frankly, shocking. Reports from his latest court appearance describe a man who looks astonishingly thinner, with gray streaks overtaking his once jet black hair. One journalist, Elizabeth Milner, who attended his pretrial hearing, didn't hold back when she said his transformation was astonishing. She painted a picture of a man who has gone from living in the lap of luxury to barely holding it together behind bars. A lot different from the lifestyle he was living before.
Diddy's transformation is changing because when you are incarcerated, there's this thing called stress that everybody has when they're incarcerated. They can't take it. They can't take it. They can't take the pressure. But it's not this, you know what I mean? It's not just that. It's a serious issue Diddy has that I want you guys to understand that anytime when you in jail, they do a random test. They test every inmate, right? And when you diagnosed with HIV, that's a serious issue. That's because they said someone came visit him and they came to the court and they say he got thinner. His transformation, you know what I mean? It changed over a period of time. You know what I mean? They say he got thinner, and you know that's bad to even come out and say, man. They say he's getting sick. He look like he's dying. And I'm looking at this, man. I'm looking at this, fam. That will he hold up doing his trial in May, man? Because the truth of the matter is, what comes to the light definitely got to come out. What comes out the darkness, I have to come to that light. That's the truth of the matter. Everything's coming to this light, and like I said, man, the truth of the matter is, will Diddy get himself together? Will he stand before trial, man? Because you know now that karma. See, this is karma. This is karma hidden. This is karma hidden. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? For him to refuse to leave his cell is have to do with, you know what I mean, a health issue he has. And that, you know what I mean? Like I said, when it comes to Jaguar, you know what I mean, Jaguar Wright, man, you know what I mean? She's saying that, yeah, Diddy, you know what I mean? Diddy had lived with HIV, and a lot of people didn't even know. A lot of people didn't even know, man. In an exclusive interview, Jaguar Wright saying that she knows 20 that she can name right off top, man. And Diddy being one, man. And Diddy have a health issue, y'all. Diddy have a real serious health issue. And why you think that he's calling, you know what I mean, for nutritions and, you know what I mean, trying to change up his diet, man. But he realizing he can't eat like he want to eat, man. You know? And it's just like, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is they're not carrying into his whereabouts regarding his health, man. Once you're inside a wall, man, everything's closing in. You starting to face a lot of reality. Reality sets in, and you facing a lot of reality, man. And you wondering why no one is going to give you a hand. No one's going to help you while you're in there, man. You're not getting the special privileges that you need. You know what I mean? And this is bad. You know what I mean? This is getting real bad for him. You know what I mean? It's not. I want you guys to understand. It's not that he don't want to come out himself. It's that he's facing a health issue, and it's getting worse. And he ain't. You know what I mean? He ain't got enough strength to leave his jail cell. He don't have. See. This is why he won't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Won't come out of his jail cell. He refused to, you know what I mean, come out of his jail cell. The truth of the matter is, you know what I mean? He's getting sick. You know what I mean? You hear what she said. You know what I mean? His transformation is changing. From an icon to a magician, right? To the fame, right? His transformation is changing. Now let's hear what she's saying.
She painted a picture of a man who has gone from living in the lap of luxury to barely holding it together behind bars. A lot different from the lifestyle he was living before. He appeared noticeably thinner, and perhaps being locked up in detention is starting to wear on him, she said. And honestly, who wouldn't be worn down by the kind of pressure Diddy's facing right now?
I mean, it's a legitimate concern. You know, no judge wants to wake up and read the headlines the next day. Oh, they treated this guy special and they gave him bond, and now he's gone and he fled from justice. So that's what's in the back of most judges' minds. On the other hand, you know, we deal with cases where clients have significant funds sometimes. Sometimes where there's money, you can craft a unique solution. You know, years ago it was the ankle bracelet and the ankle monitor.
But let's not pretend this is just about weight loss or a bad case of prison food. Oh no, this story runs much deeper. Rumors are swirling that Diddy isn't eating properly, not because of the notoriously bad conditions at MDC Brooklyn, but because he's terrified. Terrified of what, you ask? Poison. Yes, poison. According to a former inmate and prison consultant, Larry Levine, Diddy is reportedly refusing meals out of fear that someone might be out to get him. He does get a lot of people in trouble. People want to harm him, Levine said on a podcast. Imagine if someone on the outside knows someone who works in the prison. Over time, they might contaminate his food. It's not impossible. Think about it. Diddy's not just another inmate. He's a high-profile figure, someone who's made enemies in both his personal and professional life. The charges against him alone, which include allegations of coercion, racketeering, and more, suggest a web of powerful people who might not want him to talk. And let's not forget the environment he's in. MDC Brooklyn is infamous for its rough conditions and history of violence. It's a place where tensions run high and safety is far from guaranteed. Add Diddy's celebrity status to that mix, and it's no wonder he's paranoid. But is the fear justified, or is it just another layer to the drama?
It's just interesting to me that with all the money he has and all the resources he has, they couldn't craft some solution that lets him be under some form of house arrest. And again, sounds like special treatment, but the truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in general population where, everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend and everyone.
Observers at his court appearances have been quick to note not just his physical decline, but also his behavior. While Diddy's legal team insists he's fit, healthy, and fully focused on his defense, others aren't so sure. Some say his refusal to eat and his visible weight loss are signs of deeper issues, perhaps even a struggle with his mental health. After all, being locked up, especially under such public scrutiny, would take a toll on anyone. And then there are the whispers about his alleged health problems, which we'll get into soon, but let's just say they're adding fuel to an already blazing fire. Now, let's talk about the rumors that are really turning heads. Word on the street is that Diddy's behavior in prison has been, let's just say, unconventional. Reports claim he's somehow managed to surround himself with a group of loyal followers, other inmates who are so dedicated to him that they're allegedly making his bed and catering to his every need. Yes, you heard that right. Diddy, the man who once demanded the world at his feet, apparently still has a crew of groupies, even behind bars. But here's where it gets even messier. These so-called groupies, they're reportedly fighting amongst themselves for his attention. Imagine that, grown men in a federal detention center squabbling over who gets to fold Diddy's sheets. It's almost too bizarre to believe, but in a story like this, nothing seems off the table.
Well, Sierra, anything's possible, right? But now this judge has an even harder time, I think, because the past judge locked him up, didn't let him out, and he's still there available for trial. If the new judge lets him out on bond and something goes wrong, and this isn't the analysis that I'm proud to make, right? We shouldn't be saying, well, judges are worried about their own skin and how they look if something bad happens.
And if that wasn't enough, let's throw in the allegations about his lifestyle choices. For years, there have been rumors about Diddy's private life, and now those whispers are louder than ever. Some are claiming that his behavior behind bars mirrors the same controversial actions he's been accused of on the outside. Allegations of inappropriate conduct, unhealthy relationships, and more are being tossed around with little distinction between fact and fiction, Adding to the drama, Jaguar Wright, a singer known for her no-holds-barred commentary on the music industry, has stepped into the fray claiming she knows even more about Diddy's secrets. In a recent interview, she hinted that his alleged behavior is just the tip of the iceberg, and she's promising to reveal even more shocking details in her upcoming show. Whether you believe her or not, one thing's for sure, Diddy's name isn't leading the headlines anytime soon. Of course, all this drama raises a lot of questions. How much of what's being said is true? Are these just rumors fueled by his high-profile status? Or is there more to the story? And let's not forget the legal side of things. With his trial set for May 2025, Diddy's every move is under a microscope. His refusal to eat, his alleged paranoia, and his drastic physical transformation are all being scrutinized, not just by the public, but by those involved in his case. Could his behavior be a calculated move to gain sympathy, or is it a genuine reaction?
I want you guys to see the picture, man. His refusing to eat because he's afraid that someone might put something in his food, man. Diddy is dying. He's dying, and he's dying in there, man. It's cold, you know what I mean? And, he don't have the proper nutrition. And I don't know if he's getting commissary, but, man, he's getting thinner. He's losing massive weight. He's losing hair. And to me, is he going to be able to stand up, man? Is he going to be able to stand up before trial, man, gets here, man? This is a serious issue, man. This is a serious issue, y'all. You know what I mean? They said he's looking sick, man. You don't look sick unless you got that stuff, man. And it's looking worse, man. In other words, it's looking worse for him. And you know what I mean? When it comes to his health, man, how long he's gonna stand up, man? But they saying that he's holding it, he's holding it in there, he's holding it strong in there, but I don't believe that, fam. I don't believe he's holding it, you know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to hold it strong in there, man. And especially when, you know what I mean, you 55 years old and you've been diagnosed with HIV and AIDS, man, you getting sick, man. You losing your strength. You know what I mean? And it's bad when you're not eating, man. And you can't eat right in there, man. You know, I'm strongly thinking that, you know what I mean, he might not make it, man, before his trial, man. because he's not eating, he's not getting the proper nutrition. You know, you heard what they said about, you know what I mean, he wanted to change his diet. You know, look, man, when you're in prison, you don't have too many privileges, man, and it's gonna be hard, man. You know what I mean, that you can't eat the way that you've been wanting to eat, man. You know what I mean? When he was out there in the streets and in the world, he could eat whatever he had wanted to eat, whatever he wanted to choose, he can have to eat. But when you're in prison, when you size those walls, and those walls is this, you know what I mean? It's like closing in, man. You can't even eat the proper meals you want to eat, man. It's like you got to eat. If you're not gonna eat that, then hey, you're not gonna be able to eat nothing. And that's what's going on right now. You know what I mean? That's what's going on with Diddy, man. He can't eat the proper nutrition, man. He's getting sick, man. He's getting sick, and I think that when it comes to his health, man, how long is it gonna hold up? How long is it gonna hold up, man? Before he dies in there, man. This is some serious stuff, man. This is some serious stuff, man. I don't wish death, but hey, however you made your bed up, man, however you gotta lay in it, man.
To the immense pressure he's under.
It sounded crazy. Like I said before, they said that 2,300 people reached out to the law firm, and out of the 2,300 people, I guess they decided to go with just a little over 100, which seems like it's they just put out the number and everybody's calling to see if they get a check.
It's insane. It's insane. Now, again, he did say that nothing has been filed yet because he says he wants to make sure that they do their due diligence and get this right.
And speaking of pressure, let's talk about the conditions at MDC Brooklyn. This isn't your average jail. It's been described as one of the worst detention centers in the country. Inmates have long complained about everything from unsanitary living conditions to limited access to basic necessities. There is a history of violence, understaffing, and even power outages that have left prisoners in freezing temperatures. It's a place where survival often means adapting to a brutal and unforgiving environment. For someone like Diddy, who's used to a life of excess and privilege, the contrast must be staggering. And yet, despite all this, he's reportedly refusing to leave his cell. Whether it's out of fear, defiance, or something else entirely, his actions are only adding to the mystery.
They're going to try everything. They're going to try to transfer him. They're going to try to get him out. You know, in a normal case where it's a high-profile person or a well-funded person, the prosecution and the judge is a little bit more concerned about a wrongful prosecution because people that are mad that they're being arrested for a crime they didn't commit can turn around and file for malicious prosecution.
But let's not forget the bigger picture here.
Getting this education, getting my master's, put me at a level that, of course, more respect from the community, but also to look at myself with that level of respect and to say, I deserve to be in the room. Start your comeback today at PurdueGlobal.edu.
Find the lowest priced health plans at healthforcalifornia.com. Get a quote in 30 seconds. Find top carriers like Anthem, Kaiser, Blue Shield, and more. Lowest prices, simple process, healthforcalifornia.com.
Diddy's legal troubles are far from over, and the allegations against him are serious. The charges he's facing could lead to decades behind bars if he's found guilty. His legal team is fighting tooth and nail to defend him, but with each passing day, the situation seems to grow more complicated. And with so many rumors swirling around his behavior, his health, and his relationships, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. One thing's for sure, though this is a story that's far from over.
Every jail is bad. Some jails are worse than others. And the problem, again, is if you move him, why is he getting special treatment? And maybe he's earned special treatment. Maybe what he's done, maybe he's given so much back to his fans and to the world and to charity that maybe there's a way that it plays out in the end. But again, to go into court and say this jail is bad, move him to another jail, is not your first argument. That's sort of
As the days go by, new details are bound to emerge, and the world will be watching closely to see how it all unfolds. Will Diddy manage to clear his name and reclaim his place in the industry? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of music's most iconic figures? Only time will tell, but for now, the drama surrounding his incarceration shows no signs of slowing down. And if the rumors are anything to go by, the real story might be even wilder than what we've heard so far. Let's pick up right where we left off. With all eyes on Sean Diddy Combs, the story surrounding his incarceration, his alleged behavior, and his health continues to get stranger by the day. If you thought the rumors were wild before, buckle up, because this next chapter is even more shocking. Diddy's life behind bars has become a swirling storm of speculation, paranoia, and power plays, painting a picture of a man who's not only fighting for his freedom, but also for his survival in ways no one saw coming.
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
Let's get into the heart of it. Diddy's refusal to eat. While some might brush it off as a simple adjustment to the harsh realities of prison life, others are convinced there's more to the story. Sources close to the situation claim that Diddy's paranoia has reached new heights. He's reportedly convinced that someone is out to harm him through his meals. And honestly, can you blame him? With the kind of enemies he's rumored to have, it's not hard to imagine why he might feel like a target. Larry Levine, a former inmate turned prison consultant, didn't mince words when he speculated on Diddy's fears. What if someone on the outside knows someone in the prison? It's not impossible for something to be slipped into his food slowly over time, Levine said. Whether it's paranoia or justifiable caution, Diddy's refusal to eat has left him noticeably thinner, sparking even more chatter about his health.
Realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think.
I'm going to say it like this, fam. When you feel like that, when you feel like you can't take these meals and eat these meals, man, it's deep, man, because they know that how many times he drugged his victims, man, put stuff in drinks, and he feel like they can do the same thing to him. This is why he's refusing not to eat. Come on, man. Nobody feels sorry, man. You know, he put himself in this position, man. And like I said, man, no one should feel sorry. You know what I mean? Why he's not eating, you know what I mean? And why he's losing mass, you know what I mean, weight, and you know what I mean? They say he's getting thinner and thinner. They say he looks horrible. They say he looks real bad, man. And look, he can die in there, man, without eating, man. If he really thinks that, man, if he really thinks that they're gonna poison him, man, because look, man, the only way you could think that is, you know what I mean, that how many times you didn't put drinks, you know what I mean, put like drugs in these drinks to drug people, you know what I mean, with your drinks, baby oil, you know what I mean? And like I said, man, you know what I mean, he knows that if he takes a meal, man, and you know what I mean, and he knows that they will kill him, man, through a meal, man. And you know what I mean, like I said, when you're in there, they don't think nothing of it, man. When you're in the feds, man, you in state property, man, and they don't think nothing of it, man. You know what I mean? And if he dies, he dies, man. Ain't nobody gonna be persecuted. Nobody gonna be prosecuted, man. Like this is a thing, man. He really thinks that. He really thinks that if he eats in there, they will kill him by poisoning him, man. He really thinks that, man, because now the truth of the matter is, man, what comes around goes around. You know what I mean? The Bible had, you know what I mean, in Luke 6, I believe, 31, it says, do to others as you want them do to you. It says, do to others as you want them do to you. So he knows this. He knows for a second that if he started eating, you know what I mean, they will poison him. They'll poison his food. Eventually, they will poison his food, man. He knows this, man. So since he knows this, man, can you put two and two together that, yeah, he drugged his victims? He coerced his victims, man. Come on, you know what I mean? You can't make this stuff up, man. Why? If you innocent, right? If you talk to me. If you innocent, if you plead not guilty, if you know within your heart that you ain't drugged no victims, you didn't have no you had no connection of coercing your victims, you didn't drug your victims. You didn't even bribe your victim. You have not raped your victims into sexual activities now. Come talk to me, man. Or talk back. Talk to me. Why is he not eating in there? Most of y'all this left alive, man. But come talk to me, man. Why is he not eating? That's the big thing. Your health issue is the biggest thing, man. Why he's not eating? Because he's saying that you know what I mean, I will die in here. Karma, I want to say to you guys, karma is a motherfucker. A person can die without eating, man. Unless he's getting some kind of commissary. But still, look what he's eating in there, man. He's not having a full course meal. He's not eating right. He's not, at least he's not eating, you know what I mean, what they giving him. So in other words, man, he have to be getting some kind of commissary. What's going on with it, you know what I mean, with him changing his nutrition diet, you know what I mean? They said he wanna, you know what I mean, change his diet. Let's roll this clip.
It really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
Speaking of health, let's address the elephant in the room. Whispers about Diddy's physical condition have been making the rounds ever since his arrest, and they're only getting louder. The latest rumor suggests that Diddy might be dealing with a serious illness, something that's been allegedly exacerbated by his time in prison. And then there's Jaguar Wright, the outspoken singer who seems to have made it her mission to expose what she claims is the truth about Diddy. In a recent interview, she hinted at something big, something that could shake the foundations of his carefully crafted image. According to Jaguar, Diddy is allegedly battling a condition that he's been keeping under wraps for years. She even went as far as to say that he's been facing it head on, a cryptic comment that's left fans and critics alike speculating about what exactly she means.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
But Jaguar didn't stop there. She claimed that Diddy's situation isn't unique, hinting at a larger, hidden issue involving other high-profile figures. I could name at least 20 others who are dealing with the same thing, she said, though she refused to name names. Instead, she teased that she plans to spill all the details on her upcoming show. Whether you believe her or not, her comments had added yet another layer of intrigue to an already chaotic narrative.
It sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
Meanwhile, inside the Metropolitan Detention Center, Diddy's behavior has been raising eyebrows. Reports suggest that he's refusing to leave his cell, a move that's causing significant delays in his ongoing legal battles. Some say it's a calculated tactic to stall the legal process, while others believe it's a sign of his deteriorating mental state. Whatever the reason, his refusal has led to mounting frustrations for everyone involved.
Look, y'all. It's his deteriorating mental state. He's not eating right. He's getting sick. He's getting sick. In other words, he's dying. In other words, he's dying in there, man. That's the only thing I can word it, man. He's dying in there, y'all, because he's not eating. He's not getting the proper nutrition. Last time we all knew that he was trying to change his diet. And then he was trying to transfer to New Jersey detention center where he can get out of when he can get out of New York, man. Maybe he can eat the proper nutrition. He been denied the transfer. So it's however you made your bed and however you got to lay in it. They said he won't, leave his cell, man. This is something serious, man. He's losing strength. Y'all don't see it though, cause y'all haven't seen him in a long time. But he's losing his strength. He don't have enough strength. So they figuring out you know what I mean, how long he's going to stand before his trial gets underway, because, you know, he's not eating, man. And whenever the warden, you know what I mean, coming out and said he was diagnosed with HIV and AIDS, it's serious, man. It's serious. His health, you know what I mean, situation is serious, man. And I don't think a lot of people don't even know this, man. I don't think a lot of people know Diddy's health right now, man.
One source revealed that Diddy's legal team has been struggling to coordinate with him, citing his unwillingness to participate as a major obstacle. It's like he's shutting down, the source said. He's not just fighting the system, he's fighting himself. But let's not forget where this all started. Diddy's legal troubles. The charges against him are nothing short of explosive, and they've cast a long shadow over his once glittering career. Federal prosecutors allege that Diddy orchestrated elaborate schemes involving coercion and manipulation, accusations that, if proven true, could result in decades behind bars. And while his legal team insists on his innocence, the sheer weight of the allegations has left even his most loyal supporters questioning how much they really know about the man behind the music.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the shoe have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there.
Adding to the complexity of the case is the environment in which Diddy now finds himself. MDC Brooklyn has a reputation that precedes it, and not in a good way. Described by some as hell on earth, the facility is notorious for its poor conditions, frequent altercations, and lack of basic amenities. It's a far cry from the luxury mansions and five-star hotels Diddy is used to, and adjusting to this harsh reality can't be easy. Michael Cohen, a former inmate at a similar facility, painted a grim picture of what Diddy might be experiencing. He's waking up on a steel bed with a thin mattress, no pillow, staring at cinderblock walls, Cohen said. For someone who's built a brand on opulence and excess, the stark contrast must be jarring, to say the least. But here's where things take an even darker turn. Rumors are swirling that Diddy's behavior behind bars is attracting attention for all the wrong reasons. Allegations of inappropriate conduct have surfaced, with some claiming that he's managed to maintain an air of control even within the confines of prison. Reports suggest that he's surrounded himself with a group of loyal followers, other inmates who are allegedly vying for his approval in ways that range from the bizarre to the downright unsettling. One former inmate described the situation as unlike anything I've ever seen, claiming that Diddy's influence extends far beyond his cell walls. Whether it's true or just another layer of rumor, the idea that Diddy could wield such power in a place like MDC Brooklyn is both fascinating and troubling. And then there's the matter of his mental state. While his legal team continues to portray him as focused and determined, others aren't so sure. Sources inside the facility have described moments of apparent paranoia, with Diddy reportedly refusing to interact with other inmates or even step outside his cell. Some believe this behavior is a direct result of his alleged health issues, while others think it's a calculated move to protect himself from potential threats. Whatever the case, it's clear that the man once known for his larger-than-life persona is now grappling with challenges that even his immense wealth and influence can't solve.
And I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on watch.
As the trial date inches closer, the world is left to wonder what the future holds for Sean Diddy Combs. Will he be able to clear his name and rebuild his empire? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of the most influential figures in music history? The questions are endless, and the answers remain elusive. One thing is certain, though, this story is far from over. With each new revelation, the intrigue only deepens, leaving fans, critics, and onlookers eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this unfolding saga. And if the rumors are anything to go by, the real story might be even more shocking than anyone could have imagined.
Okay, some people do think that Diddy can help him, but this guy's going to be locked up forever. His case will probably take at least 3 years to litigate. He'll stay at MDC. There's rumors that he wants to go to Essex County.
You hear this, man? His case will Illegal Gate. Now, let's hear this again, man.
Fans, critics, and onlookers eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this unfolding saga. And if the rumors are anything to go by, the real story might be even more shocking than anyone could have imagined.
Okay, some people do think that Diddy can help him, but this guy's going to be locked up forever. His case will probably take at least 3 years to litigate. He'll stay at NBC.
You see that? So why is people thinking that he's going to get a pardon? Why do people think that Donald Trump is going to get this man a pardon? His case is going to take 3 years to litigate, right? By then, you got to get a conviction. In order for a pardon to get processed, right? You have to get a conviction. So this is why I feel no, Trump won't get Diddy a pardon, because his case will going to take 3 years minimum to litigate. And then by then, man, Trump will be out of office, man. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for him, man.
See, there's rumors that he wants to go to Essex County Jail in New Jersey because he doesn't like NBC. He's a Marshall's inmate. There's no way they're going to train.
Look, he's a Marshall inmate. He's a flight switch. Anytime you are a Marshall inmate, you consider as a high flight risk, man. He wants to go to CDD. I think he wants to go to another correctional center in New Jersey, but he's not getting a request. You know what I mean? He's not getting that request because, you know, he want to get off of NBC. He want to, you know, this is a high profile case, man. He want to get transferred where he can probably, you know what I mean, find a way where he can eat, you know what I mean? He don't want to be, you know what I mean? He don't want to be in the Manhattan, you know what I mean, Metropolitan Detention Center. You know, because they're afraid, you know what I mean? He's afraid that, you know what I mean, that they might poison him, you know what I mean? That they might, you know what I mean, that they might kill him, that he might die in here without, you know what I mean, getting the proper nutrition. So, you guys, this thing is deeper than what we think it is, that he's been denied going to another prison, man. You know. So, he's held at the Manhattan, you know what I mean, detention center.
Transfer him back and forth, I don't know, several times a week.
As Diddy's story continues to unfold, the questions surrounding his behavior, health, and future grow more complex. Is his paranoia justified, or is there more to his actions than meets the eye? And what about the rumors of his alleged health issues? Could there be truth behind Jaguar Wright's claims? The comments are open, so let the viewers know what they think. Is Diddy's behavior a calculated move, or is he genuinely struggling under the pressure? Share thoughts and theories, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story. Until next time.
Rose Sparks, engineered for the spontaneous, a dissolving prescription treatment that's powered by the active
could have that opportunity. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is...
Yes.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not.
he said he booty bumping in jail. Okay, it says Sheen Diddy Combs' health worsened in prison. Inside reveals shocking transformation details. Now, before I share this, you guys, man, what's going on so far with Diddy, man? He got tested by the warden, man. They test him, they diagnosed him with HIV and AIDS. It's who knows, man? Is he, you know what I mean, bumping in jail, man? Look, man, you know what I mean. Jaguar Wright said Diddy was living with HIV before we even knew, right? And she can name 20 on top. She named The Game, and it's so funny that Diddy is another one, right? And then you got, like I said, you got Justin Timberlake came out, you know what I mean, going to these freak off, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, he caught as well, man. You know what I mean, like you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. I think Diddy was tested by the warden, and they diagnosed him with HIV, man. And it's another thing that this is why he won't come out himself, man. It's saying Sheen Diddy Combs' health worsened in prison. Inside reveals shocking transformation details. Now let's go here, man. Let's go hear what they saying right now.
Not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars.
You hear that? You hear that? He's suffering from an you know what I mean, STD behind bars. Now, we don't know what's going on behind these bars. We don't know if Diddy is having sexual affairs, you know what I mean? But one thing I do know is what Jad said, that Diddy was living with HIV and AIDS. And when you go in there, man, they test you for it, man. They test you for it. You know what I mean? And, you know, once they test for it, they diagnose you with HIV and AIDS, man. He was diagnosed. See, I don't know, you know what I mean? Was he booty bumping in jail? I really don't know that. You know what I mean? That's a good question, though. That's, you know what I mean? That's a good question. But I'm quite sure they ran tests, you know what I mean? Because, look, man, many of these freak-offs he had, he says, oh, man, he probably passed that mess around well before he got locked up. Yes, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what Jaguar Wright was saying, that he passed it to other celebrities, other victims, man. It was widely spread, man. You know what I mean? Doing these freak off parties, man. You gotta understand something. There was probably having all kind of unprotected sex in these wild freak off parties, man. You can't put nothing past it, fam. I think what happened was they had unprotected sex. You know what I mean? A lot of you know what I mean, or sex. A lot of this stuff was going on, and a lot of people was living with HIV and AIDS. And like I said, it's sad because they won't tell you this, man. But Jaguar Wright was a magician. She was a rapper. She knows about, you know what I mean. She knows about the culture. She knows about the entertainment. You know what I mean. And she knows what goes on. So, you know, I want to roll this clip for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I mean? And I think it was already, he had HIV. He was living with HIV already before, you know what I mean, he went inside, you know what I mean, the jail.
So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down low lifestyle.
See that? He's forcing himself on man, living that lifestyle. He's going down on man. And let me tell you about Hollywood right quick. Let me tell you, they don't believe in rubbers, y'all. You know what I mean? I got to see these wild freak off parties, man, and it goes down, man. When you open one door, there's a lot of men grinding up on each other, man. It says, what if he knew he had it and he did these parties so everyone has to live with it too? Remind me of that girl that passed it around on purpose so others suffer with her too. Yeah, that's true, man. That's actually true, man. They have these wild freak off parties. And here what Jaguar Wright was saying, man, people living with HIV and it's undetectable, man. So they was spreading it, man. There was no condoms involved. There was this spreading man on man. There was this spreading this like wildfire, man. They was spreading this stuff, man. How many people in the industry you think is living with HIV and they not coming out, man? She named the game. Now she didn't go in details. Quite sure later on in her broadcast she gonna go in details. You know what I mean? She gonna go into more deeper index and tell you guys who have it, man. You can just look like half of the industry is living with HIV and AIDS, man. And these wild freak out parties and I won't you know what I mean? I won't put nothing past it that Diddy spread it with other, you know, with other celebrities, man. You know what I mean? And it just got worse. You know, that's why I say, man, karma is a motherfucker, man. Karma is a motherfucker. Because now you in there, and now they had diagnosed you with HIV and AIDS, and now you spreading it in there, and it's coming, he's getting sick, he's not eating, he's refusing to eat. He's getting sick, man. He's losing massive weight, man. Because there was somebody that came, you know what I mean, into his hearing, right? And they said that they can see the transformation itself, that he's losing a lot of weight. His hair is thin, and they say he's losing massive weight, man. And look, man, he's not eating either. And the words that he said, I can die. And that's what he said in these words. He said, I can die. Why you think he's trying to get transferred, man? He don't want to be in the Manhattan Metropolitan Detention Center, man. Where you got NBC, you know what I mean, capturing every footage in there, man. He want to go to that New Jersey, you know what I mean, and see can he eat the proper nutrition. This has got something to do with his health, man. How he's gonna hold up before trial, man. Karma, see, I want y'all to understand, karma is a motherfucker, man. Karma is a motherfucker. His health is coming out, man. It's not that he don't want to, you know what I mean, come out of his cell. Okay, he can, if you healthy, you can come out your cell and listen to these motions, these allegations, right? But he's refused to come out of his cell. It's something serious, man. It has to do something with his health, man. He's not, you know what I mean? He's not looking good. He's looking the part, man. Can y'all tell he's looking the part, man? There's someone came that visit him, man. And his transformation, he's looking the part, man. He's not looking like himself anymore. He's not looking like himself anymore, man.
And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself a crew of male groupies in prison. Yeah, these dudes are apparently riding for him so hard they're even making his bed for him. Like what? And to make things worse, these same groupies might not just be folding sheets.
Diddy allegedly has jail groupies who hate on each other for making his bed. Yo, that's why context matters. The reason why context matters.
That's him. The baby oil villain himself, Diddy. Heard they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his crib.
And tapes, man. Tapes of his freak offs. Well, they say he oils you up and then takes your soul.
Yo, man, don't tell me you all scared of some celebrity with some baby oil.
Now here's the wild part. Allegedly, Diddy's been getting down with these dudes in ways we can't even say out loud. And y'all know how it goes in jail. Getting access to protection isn't exactly easy. That alone is already risky. But I'm
gonna tell y'all this, man. It's risky, man. He got people making his beds, and you know people don't do nothing for free. You know, I want y'all to understand, man, where I'm coming from with this, man. I'm not scared of baby oil. I'm scared of the eggs. But yeah, I am too, man. I am too. But look, man, check this out, right? They doing his bidding in there, man. And don't think for a second, man, that these people making up his bed, running air for him, man, ain't nothing free in that, man. You gotta cough for that booty. Is it he gotta cough up that booty, or he's gonna go up and so on? Come on, he was already doing it. He was already doing these heinous acts, man. Come on, man. It's being spread all in the jail. He's spreading this HIV all in jail, man, it's not looking good, man. Because those people that he's getting to make up his bed and run his errands, man, you don't know what they have in there, man. Come on, man. This explains everything why he refused to come out of cell, man. I think Diddy had HIV before he went in jail, man, but it's getting real worse, man. They said it's getting worse for him, man. You got these people doing his bidding, making him his bed. You know what I mean? It's not looking good, y'all. This is not looking good at all. It's not looking good for him.
Folks are saying it might not even be consensual.
Yo, I just heard that Diddy, a former inmate said that Diddy got groupies in the jail.
And there have been recent reports that Diddy allegedly caught HIV while in jail. And to make things worse, Jaguar Wright has come forward to back up these claims in her signature no-holds-barred style. In a recent interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar Wright dropped some serious tea about Sean Diddy Combs. She claimed that Diddy has reportedly been dealing with HIV and that he's faced his diagnosis head up. But that's not all. Wright went even deeper, claiming she could name at least 20 other men she believes are in the same boat as Diddy. She hinted that this issue goes beyond just Diddy's actions, calling it a much larger problem. However, she refused to name names, saying she plans to spill it all on her upcoming show.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them, because we need to know. Wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
This isn't the first time Jaguar Wright has gone after Diddy. Following his arrest on September 16, 2024, on charges of ST by force, fraud, or coercion, conspiracy, and transportation for Wright doubled down in an October interview with Piers Morgan. She called him one of the most dangerous people she's ever encountered and straight up labeled him the devil. Jaguar claimed that Diddy's career and actions were designed by powerful industry figures to serve as a demon that kept the culture under control for the benefit of the music industry. She added that she's been warning people about Diddy and Jay-Z for years, describing them as monsters whose actions have been ignored until now. Recent reports are claiming that Diddy is flat out refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and his refusal is causing all kinds of delays in the multiple SA lawsuits he's currently facing. Here's the deal. Co-counsel for attorney Tony Busby made the claim in a letter requesting to postpone a conference set for January 10th, 2025.
This is how to get in shape fast.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these. You might think this would take years to learn, but I'm going to teach.
According to the letter, we have been in negotiations with defendants' counsel regarding service of process, scheduling, and case management across numerous related actions, and have faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. Now, let's talk about why Diddy might be pulling this move. Some people are saying it could be because of the toll that his alleged diagnosis has taken on him. Think about it. If the rumors about HIV are true, he might not want to be seen in public while dealing with the physical effects of the disease.
According to a new report, Sean Diddy Combs is refusing to leave his jail cell and allegedly had a meltdown during the Christmas holiday.
But that's not all. There have been reports claiming that Diddy's paranoia is getting worse behind bars. Word is, he's even refusing to eat because he's terrified of being poisoned. And honestly, when you think about all the rumors floating around about Diddy allegedly being behind the scenes and unaliving people, you can see why he might be scared. According to some sources, he allegedly used poison that caused pneumonia-like symptoms. So now that he's locked up, it seems like he's convinced someone might try to do the same to him.
Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly not eating in jail, possibly due to a fear of being poisoned. Former inmate Larry Levine speculated that Diddy is afraid someone will harm him through his food.
And to make things even crazier, there was a time when Diddy reportedly demanded his own personal nutritionist in jail. Yup, apparently he thought he could still pull the same strings he did on the outside. Word is, he wanted to get back in shape after the toll prison life had taken on him. But of course, the prison system isn't exactly catering to his superstar lifestyle, so his demands did.
You see that, man? You see that his health is falling apart, man. His health is falling apart, man. He wanted to get a transfer to go to another facility, man, because he don't want to be on NBC, man. This is a high profile case. He don't want to be in the metropolitan, Manhattan Correctional Center, man. This is why he wanted to, get transferred to go to New Jersey, where he can probably, get the proper nutrition, where he can eat. This had a lot to do with his health, man. He's not looking too good in there, man. They say he's thinning, man. Let me say one thing, fam, to you, man. Your health is the number one priority. You know what I mean? And you hear what they saying. You hear that, we don't think he's gonna stand up too long, man. He's dying, in other words, man. When you refusing to eat the food, and you don't have no privilege, and you can't eat the proper nutrition, man, this is serious, man. The man's, is saying that he's dying, man. He's dying. This is what he's saying. He's saying he's dying. Because he's not getting the proper nutrition. He's dying in there. Let's go back, man. Let's go back.
Refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And his refusal is causing all kinds of delays in the multiple SA lawsuits he's currently facing. Here's the deal. Co-counsel for attorney Tony Busby made the claim in a letter requesting to...
It's sad, but he didn't feel sorry for what he did. He was once an innocent soul. I believe money is where evil begins. Devil had his soul. Yes. Yes. You see, I always say you can't always get what you want, but even if you try. If you try, but you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want, but if you try. If you try, but you can't always get what you want. But if you try. This ain't even funny, but look, ain't nobody feeling sorry for him. Karma is coming. Karma is coming on him, man. A man that affect this thing about how many people he affect with this. When nobody know Diddy was living with HIV, man, how many people he affect with this, man? Through these freak off parties, man. Having orgies, man with man. All this stuff, fam, don't even inherit you into the kingdom of God, man. These people are like Solomon. These people are like Gomorrah. These people are true Stalamites, man. True Stalamites, man. See, the devil owns his booty now. The devil. The devil owns his booty, man. Bend over, cough. Spread them butt cheeks. Bend over and cough, man. You can imagine, bend over and cough. Spread your cheeks. Bend over and cough from me. Spread those cheeks, man.
To to postpone a conference set for January 10th, 2025. According to the letter, we have been in negotiations with defendants' counsel regarding service of process, scheduling, and case management across numerous related actions, and have faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. Now, let's talk about why Diddy might be pulling this move. Some people are saying it could be because of the toll that his alleged diagnosis has taken on him. Think about it. If the rumors about HIV are true, he might not want to be seen in public while dealing with the physical effects of the disease.
According to a new report, Sean Diddy Combs is refusing to leave his jail cell and apparently, allegedly, had a meltdown during the Christmas holiday.
But that's not all. There have been reports claiming that Diddy's paranoia is getting worse behind bars. Word is, he's even refusing to eat because he's terrified of being poisoned. And honestly, when you think about all the rumors floating around about Diddy allegedly being behind the scenes and unaliving people, you can see why he might be scared. According to some sources, he allegedly used poison that caused pneumonia-like symptoms. So now that he's locked up, it seems...
You see that? He allegedly lose poison like symptoms. So as thou hast done, so shall it be done to you. Do to others as you want them to do to you. Now, how is it he's saying that he's innocent, right? But he allegedly being involved in sex trafficking, coercion, and conspiracy. All this, right? But he don't want it done to him. He don't want nobody. He don't want nobody poison his food. Which raised doubt why he's not eating, man. See why he's not eating in there, man. Because you should do to others as you want them to do to you, man. Karma, y'all, karma, first and foremost, is a motherfucker. Karma is a motherfucker, man. Karma is a motherfucker.
Seems like he's convinced someone might try to do the same to him.
Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly not eating in jail, possibly due to a fear of being poisoned. Former inmate Larry Levine speculated that Diddy is afraid someone will harm him through his food.
And to make things even crazier, there was a time when Diddy reportedly demanded his own personal nutritionist in jail. Yup, apparently he thought he could still pull the same strings he did on the outside. Word is, he wanted to get back in shape after the toll prison life had taken on him. But of course, the prison system isn't exactly catering to his superstar lifestyle, so his demands didn't go far.
He needs to get clean and all this other stuff. He was trying to angle to get his own nutritionist to come in and help prepare his meals in order to help him with the physical effects that he's going to.
And let's be real, refusing to leave his cell might also be a way to avoid facing even more lawsuits. Could this be a tactic to keep the spotlight off what's really going on with him? Or is it just his way of trying to stall the legal process? Either way, the situation is raising a lot of questions. As usual, the internet had their own opinions. One user commented, "How can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It would not surprise me at all." Another user chimed in with, "Jag is more on point and knows what she's talking about. Believe what you will, but Jag knows." So, what's your take on all this? Do you think Diddy's behavior in jail is tied to his alleged health issues, or is it just him trying to avoid more lawsuits? Could Jaguar Wright's claims be exposing the truth, or is this just another wild rumor? And most importantly, do you think Diddy can bounce back from all this drama, or is it game over for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more developing stories straight from the hood.
How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could name, rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars. So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down-low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself a crew of male groupies in prison. Yeah, these dudes are apparently riding
that head up. How many dudes?
I want you to hear that. They said Diddy is getting D down. Diddy is getting D down. You got people wanting to do his chores, do his laundry, do all this stuff, man. But he getting D down. You don't think for a second, man, when you in there, man, people are going to just because you this icon, this magician, right? Nothing free, man. Nothing free, man. You know what I mean? Diddy needs some protection in there, man. These people are like, no, you know what? You're going to be our bitch. You're going to be our bitch, man. Come on, man. This HIV is spreading like cancer, man. You know, what you think it come from, man? Prison, man. Prison, man. You can't make this up, man. This shit come from prison, man. Listen what he's saying, man. Listen what. Start with Jab, man. Let's start with Jaguar Wright, man. Listen what she's saying. It says, push his button. He's enjoying prison. He got all the guys who want him now. Yeah, man. It's true, man. Listen what she had to say.
It's a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars. So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down-low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself a crew of male groupies in prison. Yeah, these dudes are apparently riding for him so hard they're even making his bed for him. Like what? And to make things worse, these same groupies might not just be folding sheets.
Diddy allegedly has jail groupies who hate on each other for making...
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars. So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down-low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself a crew of male...
You see, it says Diddy in jail recently tell all about the music, activities behind bars, and the groupies who get jealous over making his bed, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. As what's going on out there in the outside world, man. Now all this stuff is playing in inside, man. Got people making his beds. Yeah, we make your bed, man. What can we do for you, man? Make yourself at home. I'm quite sure that's what they were telling him, man. Make yourself at home. You're not coming home, man. Make yourself at home, man. Right? And they not doing nothing for free. They're not doing that for free. They're not making his bed for free. They're not doing none of this stuff for free, man. If Diddy, you know what I mean, Diddy will have to literally give up that booty because they're not doing that for free, man. You hear it says Diddy in jail recently tell all about the music activity behind bars and the groupies who get jealous over making up his bed, man.
Groupies in prison. Yeah, these dudes are apparently riding for him so hard they're even making his bed for him. Like what? And to make things worse, these same groupies might not just be folding sheets.
Diddy allegedly has jail groupies who hate on each other for making his bed. Yo, that's why context matters. The reason why context matters.
That's him. The baby oil villain himself, Diddy. Heard they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his crib.
And tapes, man. Gets his freak offs. Oh, they say he oils you up and then takes your soul. Whoa.
Yo, man, don't tell me you all scared of some celebrity with some baby oil. Did you know that the most dangerous prayer you can ever pray is only 3 words? If you skip this healing prayer, God will skip you too.
Oh, now here's the wild part. Allegedly, Diddy's been getting down with these dudes in ways we can't even say out loud. And y'all know how it goes in jail. Getting access to protection isn't exactly easy. That alone is already risky. But some folks are saying it might not even be consensual.
Yo, I just heard that Diddy, a former inmate said that Diddy got groupies in the jail.
And there have been recent reports that Diddy allegedly caught HIV while in jail. And to make things worse, Jaguar Wright has come forward to back up these claims in her signature no-holds-barred style. In a recent interview with Real Life Productions, been recent reports that Diddy allegedly...
The Jaguar Wright accused Diddy Combs of hiding HIV diagnosis. Now, he didn't... See, look. Jaguar Wright accused Sean Diddy Combs of hiding HIV diagnosis, man. Look, man, the man did not catch it while he was in jail, man. He had it all along. He was living with it, man. Look what the headline says, man. I want y'all to see that with the headline, Jaguar accused Sean Diddy Combs of hiding HIV diagnosis. He was hiding this all along. He was living with it, man. This man was living with it through the freak-offs, man. He was spreading it widespread, man. Half of the celebrities living with HIV and AIDS, and they don't even know it, man. They don't even know it, man. Half of them is living with it. They don't even know it, man.
He caught HIV while in jail. And to make things worse, Jaguar Wright has come forward to back...
Look, he didn't catch HIV in jail. It's obvious. He didn't catch it. Exactly. 100% had it before prison. Exactly. He was living with it, man. You know, what happened was when it comes to the warden, they had to run testing. You know what I mean? That's what happened. They ran this testing on him. And they diagnosed him with HIV and AIDS. All along, he was living with the HIV and AIDS, man. And he was spreading it. He was spreading it in the industry, man. You know, you got to understand something. Diddy held the keys in these freak-off parties. He held the keys to LA. He held the keys to Hollywood. He held the keys to Miami. He held the keys, you know what I mean, in New York, man. You couldn't, if you wanted to elevate, if you wanted to get higher in, you had to go to Diddy, man. What you think Jim Jones, you know what I mean, the dipshit, all the diplomatic, man, people, they have to, you know what I mean? If you was representing the gatekeepers, see, that's just why Ice Cube said, I don't represent the gatekeepers. You had to go to Diddy. Diddy was much popular. You know what I mean? He held the keys to Hollywood. He threw all the wild freak off parties. You had to get up, man. You have to. This is what you have to do. This is what, if you want to get paid, you want to be worth the figures that you was worth. Well, You have to get down and dirty. You have to get down and dirty. You can't make this up, man. Or else you want to be a gangster then? We'll put up this consent. You see where Melly's at? See, there's two things, man. I've been telling people: death, imprisonment. How far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to go? You see what Snoop Dogg and all of them, Nelly and Soulja Boy and Fat Boy, they represent the gay mafia. They with this. They with this, man. That's why you don't see Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube ain't, you know what I mean? Ice Cube would even say, man, I don't represent that crap. I don't represent the gatekeepers. I don't even want to be a part of the gatekeepers, man. This is why Ice Cube came out and said what he said, man. See, Kendrick Owens says, you know what I mean, the hip-hop black culture is supported by the FBI when it comes to these gay mafias. Yeah. She wasn't lying. It's supported by gay mafias, man. Listen what Fat Joe was saying, man. Why you think the hip-hop entertainment world getting the blues, man? Why you think Fat Joe's getting the blues? Getting boo in Chicago, man. These people got to go out and get their bags, man. Why you think Snoop Dogg, Soulja Boy, and Nelly was performing? These people got to get their bags, man. They got endorsement. They got families. They still got to feed, man. They got to go get their bags some way. And why you think they came and supported Donald Trump? You know how much money they made? You know, but you know how humiliating it was, though? You know how many people came out? You know how many YouTubers came out and made and said that, yeah, man, Snoop Dogg sold out. I don't blame them. You know, I don't blame these YouTubers, man. Snoop Dogg sold out, man, because what he's involved in, what he represent this, man. And when Diddy went down, you gotta look at the picture. I want y'all to look at this picture. When Diddy went down, man, a lot of people lost a lot of money, man. A lot of people lost a lot of money, man. Because as soon Diddy went down, all the rituals that was going on in Hollywood came to an end, man. They had to go elsewhere to continue to make their money. Why you think Snoop Dogg and Soulja Boy, you know what I mean, and Nelly, they had to perform, man? During Trump's inauguration, it says, "Oh Lord, Snoop Dogg supported that." Yes, he did, man. He was at these wild freak off parties, man. See, look, man, ain't no party like a Diddy's party, man. Ain't no party like a Diddy's party. Look where Bow Wow came. He said, man, I miss all the Diddy's parties, man. You can't go on up, man, unless you get to Diddy, man. Diddy hold the keys to Hollywood, man. Diddy was one of the highest magicians, man. They had to get to Diddy on these rituals, man. Why you think when Diddy went down, everybody was quiet? You know what I mean? Everybody didn't want. You know, everybody was just hiding in this rat hole. Nobody want to come out, man. But the moment that Trump stepped in office, the moment that Trump started his inauguration, now you got people coming out. You got Snoop coming out. You got Nelly. You got Soulja Boys coming out. Yeah, this is facts, man. This is all facts, man. What they represent, what they involved in, man. What they all involved in. They involved Jim Jones. Jim Jones lost a lot of money, man. Jim Jones ain't making money. You know what I mean? That's why Soulja Boy was on TikTok. He was on these TikTok apps, man. He's not making money, man. You think he's making money in his market, man? That's little chump change he's flexing out, man. That's chump change. He's not making the bread that he used to make, man. Come on, man. These people are getting broke, man. They're broke, man. Why you think that they got to go out and perform and get their bags, man? Cause they broke, man.
back up these claims in her signature no-holds-barred style. In a recent interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar Wright dropped some serious tea about Sean Diddy Combs. She claimed that Diddy has reportedly been dealing with HIV and that he's faced his diagnosis head up. But that's not all. Wright went even deeper, claiming she could name at least 20 other men she believes are in the same boat as Diddy. She hinted that this issue goes beyond just Diddy's actions, calling it a much larger problem. However, she refused to name names, saying she plans to spill it all on her upcoming show.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
you hear what she said, man? He wouldn't stop for what he was doing. He didn't stop for what he was doing, man. He kept it up, man. He kept this up, man. You know why he had to keep it up, man? He had to make his money, man. Now, you know what I mean? You see with Clyde Davis, you know what I mean? Diddy's right-hand man, man. You see, man, you can't make this up, fam. You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. They enhort you into doing these kind of sexual activities, man. It's like a drug. He's addicted, man. It's like a drug, man. When you're in this industry, it's like a drug, man. It becomes addicted. You want to get up? But you got to go on and do these rituals. You got to go on and do these activities, man. You know, Clyde Davis, man, he has something to do with Prince's death, man. You know what I mean? You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. It's sad how things have to play out, man, but you can't make this stuff up, man. See, what I want to say is nothing good come out if you're a black celebrity, if you're a black man here in America, United States of America, man, nothing come good, man. It's all controlled by the devil, man. The devil get a part of your soul, and he shreds apart, man. See, when Puff Daddy was a billionaire, you said Puff Daddy and Jay-Z, these are two guys that they going after, man, because they billionaires, man. They multi-billionaires, man. Why do you think they going after them, man? This look between the lines, fill in the dotted lines, why they are going after Diddy and Jay-Z. These guys are the multi-billionaires, man. Why? Why do you think they going after them? They've been putting up a consent for a long time, man. You see, it's same with Jay-Z. Jay-Z been holding the keys to his empire for so long, man. But he never came out, you know what I mean, to stand for racial injustice. That was just to build his croissant, man. You know what I mean? They had to make money, man. You know what I mean? Example. Diddy hold the keys to Hollywood. He had to throw off these wild freak off parties, man. Yeah, he was in control of all these wild freak off parties, man. Why you think that they was coming for these two people, man? Because they hold the power to the industry, man, to the gateway. They hold the power to the gatekeepers of the industry, man. These two guys, you know what I mean? They have to tackle. They have to tackle these two guys, man. These two people was big, man. You know what I mean? They big, they prideful. And what comes with it, man, for the love of money, I always say it comes, for the love of money comes real evil. Some people are eager for it. Brothers is set up. Brothers is dragged in. You know? But it takes them to set up brothers against brothers. That's what they would do. And in most cases, you see brothers would be set up. Brothers will be sacrificed, man. You can't make this kind of stuff up, man.
Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? See?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them, because we need to.
I'm not doing
wait a minute.
Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
This isn't the first time Jaguar Wright has gone after Diddy. Following his arrest on September 16, 2024, on charges of ST by force, fraud, or coercion, conspiracy, and transfer
Every time I put this computer up, it goes out, man. But anyways, man, he was charged with racketeering, conspiracy, coercion. But you mean to tell me that none of this stuff is true? That Tassie got all the tapes, right? That in the tapes that she had, that she was 100% that this was all consensual. Are they going to be able to tell that in front of the jury? You want the court to believe that these freak off parties was all consensual. You had one victim by Philip, Philip, Pine was like saying that, yeah, he was dragging this mess, man. And it was coercion because Diddy gave one of the girls to Philip White right here. And not knowing that the girl was drugged and that he was, he was involved in the freak off, but he didn't know what was going on, man. Then it was a whole, argument that Diddy had with his victims, man. Look, you can't make this stuff up, man. And now, now Diddy's being tried in the connection of Pop's murder. Jay-Z lawyer, Alex, Alex Spiro is coming out taking this case. Look, man, things about to start unfolding. And not only that, man, you see Jay-Z, man. You see what Tony Buzzy got? He got some powerhouses, lawyers, man. And Jay-Z got to go dig deeper in his pocket, man. That's on my last video. I explained to you guys that if Jay-Z got all this money, right? And he got Alex Sparrow representing him, man, he gonna need some new attorneys, man, because look, man, the way it's going, man. Tony Buzzy got some powerhouse lawyers, man, that represent Donald Trump back in 2001, man. I tell you guys, man, this is looking real ugly for Jay-Z and Diddy, man. The two powerful houses in the industry, man, that had influence. Jay-Z had a history of underage minors, man. Foxy Brown, Look. Foxy Brown was given a music career, but look what happened to Foxy Brown. Look what happened to Aaliyah. Not even that, look what happened to Rihanna. Rihanna was trapped in, for hours, man, until she signed with Rockefeller, man. All these things is coming out, man. All these things come out. Jay-Z have a history of his involvement, what he's involved in, man. But Jay-Z he's involved in the gatekeepers. He represent the gay mafia. And what he's being allegedly accused of and what he's involved of, what y'all have to see is he's involved in this. And Beyonce, you know, she don't even want no part, man. She don't want no part of it, man. The whole Jay-Z, you know what I mean, empire is going down, man. And she don't want no part, man. She ain't stuck with him. She been with him for a very long time, man. And now she want a divorce. She don't even want no part, man. But who to say, man? Who to say that she's dragging this? Who to say that she has something to do with Kathy Wright? See, if they want to, they can easily drag Beyonce with this and get her with sexual murder. Easy, man. Because not only Kathy Wright died. See, it was said that she died from a brain aneurysm, but there was foul play in her death, man. And Beyonce been faking her pregnancy. And why Jay-Z was hiding his kids all along, man? Why was he hiding his kids all along? Why was he hiding his secret mistress of Kathy Wright, man? All this is going to play in court. All this they got, man, and all this is going to play in court, man. Watch and believe what I'm saying to you guys. Y'all going to come back and thank me and watch one of my videos and say that this brother was right, man. All this is going to play inside the court, man.
For Wright doubled down in an October interview with Piers Morgan. She called him one of the most dangerous people she's ever encountered and straight up labeled him the devil. Jaguar claimed that Diddy's career and actions were designed by powerful industry figures to serve as a demon that kept the culture under control for the benefit of the music industry. She added that she's been warning people about Diddy and Jay-Z for years, describing them as monsters whose actions have been ignored until now. Recent reports are claiming that Diddy is flat out refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and his refusal is causing all kinds of delays in the multiple SA lawsuits.
Now, his refusal to leaving the prison cell has had to do with health. You know, I said that for the last 2 hours that I've been on. Like his refusal to leaving the cell because they don't want everybody to look at him. He don't want everybody to look at him. You know what I mean? He's not eating right, man. I've been saying that he's not getting the proper nutrition. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why he's not, you know what I mean, coming out of cell, man. He's thinning. He's dying, man. You know what I mean? Can y'all see? You know what I mean? That he having a health issue, and that he's not eating properly. He's not getting the proper nutrition. You know what I mean? He's not getting the proper care. You know, and you know. And when you look at this, man, rumors is already escalating that he got HIV, he's living with HIV, but he's been living with it all along. That's the difference. He's been living with this all along, man. I've been saying that Diddy been living with HIV all along, man. So yes, you know what I mean. It's true. It's true with, you know what I mean, with Jaguar Wright is saying, man, that she can name 20 right off top, man. She knows who's living with HIV, man. And the sad thing is, he would die in there before his trial gets started, man. He would die in there because he's not eating. He's refusing to eat, man. You know what I mean? And he's afraid that, you know what I mean, that they will poison his food, man. Look, man. You know what I mean? Do to others as you want them to do to you, man. You know, and what he's involved in, the coercion and drugging people. You see how he drugged Cassie in that hallway, man. You see his ruthless behavior, man. You know what I mean? And even Kim Porter, you know what I mean? She had a documentary out, man. You know what I mean? If she would have knew, she wouldn't even been with Diddy, man. You know what I mean? His secret infidelity and all this that's going on, man. She wouldn't even take that. She wouldn't even take that chance of having a relationship with Diddy, man. If she would have knew Diddy that this is what he was about, you know what I mean? She would have left that relationship, man. You know, she would have left. You know. So let's talk about this, man. Let's roll this tape. Let's talk about it.
He's currently facing. Here's the deal. Co-counsel for attorney Tony Busby made the claim in a letter requesting to postpone a conference set for January 10th, 2025. According to the letter, we have been in negotiations with defendants' counsel regarding service of process, scheduling, and case management across numerous related actions, and have faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. Now, let's talk about why Diddy might be pulling this move. Some people are saying it could be because of the toll that his alleged diagnosis has taken on him. Think about it. If the rumors about HIV are true, he might not want to be seen in public while dealing with the physical effects of the disease.
According to a new report, Sean Diddy Combs is refusing to leave his jail cell and apparently, allegedly, had a meltdown during the Christmas holiday.
But that's not all. There have been reports claiming that Diddy's paranoia is getting worse behind bars. Word is, he's even refusing to eat because he's terrified of being poisoned. And honestly, when you think about all the rumors floating around about Diddy allegedly being behind the scenes and unaliving people, you can see why he might be scared. According to some sources, he allegedly used poison that caused pneumonia-like symptoms. So now that he's locked up, it seems like he's convinced someone might try to do the same to him.
Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Sean Diddy Combs reportedly not eating in jail, possibly due to a fear of being poisoned. Former inmate Larry Levine speculated that Diddy is afraid someone will harm him through his food.
And to make things even crazier, there was a time when Diddy reportedly demanded his own personal nutritionist in jail. Yup, apparently he thought he could still pull the same strings he did on the outside. Word is, he wanted to get back in shape after the toll prison life had taken on him. But of course, the prison system isn't exactly catering to his superstar lifestyle, so his demands didn't go far.
He needs to get clean and all this other stuff. He was trying to angle to get his own nutritionist to come in and help prepare his meals in order to help him with the physical effects that he's going to.
And let's be real, refusing to leave his cell might also be a way to avoid facing even more lawsuits. Could this be a tactic to keep the spotlight off what's really going on with him? Or is it just his way of trying to stall the legal process? Either way, the situation is raising a lot of questions. As usual, the internet had their own opinions. One user commented, "How can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It would not surprise me at all."
You see that? You see that? It says, how can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It will not surprise me at all, man. I tell y'all, man, you can't just make this up, man. You had all these wild freak off parties and Diddy held the keys to Hollywood, man. Just look what he was involved in, man. Just look at the rumor with Meek Mills, man. Just look at what he had with Usher. Just listen, B, we can't make this stuff up, man. Just look how he cohorts his victims, man. Y'all can't make this stuff up, man. You know what I mean? Just look at his involvement. Look at the history of his involvement, man. It says here, how can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It will not surprise me at all, man. How can he be clean, man, when he was running through so many people, man, when he infected people with HIV and AIDS? And you heard what Jaguar Wright says. She's blasting this news. She's saying that, yeah, she knows 20. She can name 20 right off the top. Yeah, he was spreading that, man. He had HIV before he came in prison, man. You know what I mean? He was already living with it, man. Come on, man. This shouldn't surprise no one because it's the heading says, how can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It will not surprise me at all, man. This do not surprise us at all, man. Why he refused to come out of his cell, man. Because he's sick, man. He's dying. Put two and two together, man. Start filling the puzzle pieces, man. He's dying, man. And many of them said, would he stand when trial gets underway, man? When you man, look, man. If you diagnosed with HIV and that, I won't play with that, man. It's that the HIV is not something to play with, man. It's not something to play with, y'all.
Another user chimed in with, Jag is more on point and knows what she's talking about. Believe what you will, but Jag knows. So, what's your take on all this? Do you think Diddy's behavior in jail is tied to his alleged health issues, or is it just him trying to avoid more lawsuits? Could Jaguar Wright's claim...
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game. Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars. So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down-low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars...
You see, force yourself on man, living that down-low life, man. Just keeping on the down low. No one has to know. Just keep it on the down low. You see, no one has to know. Just keep it on the down low. No one has to know. Just keep it on the down low. Down low. No one has to know. Just keep it on the down low. See, no one has to know. Just keep it on the down low.
Wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down-low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself a crew of male groupies in prison. Yeah, these...
You hear that? Diddy have former inmates in the same house unit as Diddy in jail. Recent tell all about the activities behind bars and the groupies who get jealous over making his bed, man. Just keep it on the down low. No one has to know. Just keep it on the down low. Down low. No one has to know. Look, man. They don't make your bed for free, man. Look, man. He had groupies. And they was jealous, man. Which one of you gonna make my bed? Which one of you gonna clean my clothes? Which one of you gonna clean my rooms? Come on, man. You can't make this kind of stuff up, man. Because just keep it on the down low. No one has to know. Just keep it on the down low, down low. No one has to know.
These dudes are apparently riding for him so hard they're even making his bed for him. Like, what? And to make things worse, these same groupies might not just be folding sheets.
Diddy allegedly has jail groupies who hate on each other for making his bed. Yo, that's why context matters. The reason why context matters.
That's him. The baby oil villain himself, Diddy. Heard they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his crib.
And tapes, man. Gets him freak off. Oh, they say he oils you up and then takes your soul. Woo.
Yo, man, don't tell me you all scared of some celebrity with some baby oil.
Now, here's the wild part. Allegedly, Diddy's been getting down with these dudes in ways we can't even say out loud. And y'all know how it goes in jail. Getting access to protection isn't exactly easy. That alone is already risky. But some folks are saying it might not even be consensual.
Yo, I just heard that Diddy, a former inmate said that Diddy got groupies in the jail.
And there have been recent reports that Diddy allegedly caught HIV while in jail. And to make things worse, Jaguar Wright has come forward to back up these claims in her signature no-holds-barred style. In a recent interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar Wright dropped some serious tea about Sean Diddy Combs. She claimed that Diddy has reportedly been dealing with HIV and that he's faced his diagnosis head up. But that's not all. Wright went even deeper, claiming she could name at least 20 other men she believes are in the same boat as Diddy. She hinted that this issue goes beyond just Diddy's actions, calling it a much larger problem. However, she refused to name names, saying she plans to spill it all on her upcoming show.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
An advocate. Nah, he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Shit.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them, because we need to know. Wait a minute.
Things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
This isn't the first time Jaguar Wright has gone after Diddy. Following his arrest on September 16, 2024, on charges of ST by force, fraud, or coercion, conspiracy, and transportation for Wright doubled down in an October interview with Piers Morgan. She called him one of the most dangerous people she's ever encountered and straight up labeled him the devil. Jaguar claimed that Diddy's career and actions were designed by powerful industry figures to serve as a demon that kept the culture under control for the benefit of the music industry. You
see that? You see that, man? You see, this is why I said Diddy hold the keys to Hollywood, man. Diddy, you know what I mean? Diddy owns the hip hop world, man. You couldn't get to Diddy without, you know what I mean, you doing these kind of rituals, man. You want to elevate, you had to get to Stone Cold's Diddy, man. Because he was popular, man. He was a magician, he was popular, man. You know what I mean? They said you had to get to him, man. You know what I mean? You had to get to these two guys right here, man. These are two guys that you have to get to, man, and you know what I mean, because they hold the keys, you know what I mean, to the gatekeepers, man. Jay-Z and Diddy, man. Don't you find it suspicious now, man? Don't you see it suspicious that why these two is now they coming for these two, man? Don't you find it suspicious that they coming for these two? Come on, man. Y'all can now fill in the dotted lines, man. You can fill in the blanks, man. They coming for these two people, man. These two people are big influencers, man, in the industry. Come on, man. Y'all can't make this stuff up, man. These are two people that they coming for.
Added that she's been warning people about Diddy and Jay-Z for years, describing them as monsters whose actions have been ignored until now. Recent reports are claiming that Diddy is flat out refusing to leave his cell at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and his refusal is causing all kinds of delays in the multiple SA lawsuits he's currently facing. Here's the deal. Co-counsel for attorney Tony Busby made the claim in a letter requesting to postpone a conference set for January 10th, 2025. According to the letter, we have been in negotiations with defendants' counsel regarding service of process, scheduling, and case management across numerous related actions, and have faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. Now, let's talk about why Diddy might be pulling this move. Some people are saying it could be because of the toll that his alleged diagnosis has taken on him. Think about it. If the rumors about HIV are true, he might not want to be seen in public while dealing with the physical effects of the disease.
According to a new report, Sean Diddy Combs is refusing to leave his jail cell and allegedly had a meltdown during the Christmas holiday.
But that's not all. There have been reports claiming that Diddy's paranoia is getting worse behind bars. Word is he's even refusing to eat because he's terrified of being poisoned. And honestly, when you think about all the rumors floating around about Diddy allegedly being behind the scenes and unaliving people, you can see why he might be scared. According to some sources, he allegedly used poison that caused pneumonia-like symptoms. So now that he's locked up, it seems like he's convinced someone might try to do the same to him.
Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly not eating in jail, possibly due to a fear of being poisoned. Former inmate Larry Levine speculated that Diddy is afraid someone will harm him through his food.
And to make things even crazier, there was a time when Diddy reportedly demanded his own personal nutritionist in jail. Yup, apparently he thought he could still pull the same strings he did on the outside. Word is, he wanted to get back in shape after the toll prison life had taken on him. But of course, the prison system isn't exactly catering to his superstar lifestyle, so his demands didn't go far.
He needs to get clean and all this other stuff. He was trying to angle to get his own nutritionist to come in and help prepare his meals in order to help him with the physical effects that he's going to.
And let's be real, refusing to leave his cell might also be a way to avoid facing even more lawsuits. Could this be a tactic to keep the spotlight off what's really going on with him? Or is it just his way of trying to stall the legal process? Either way, the situation is raising a lot of questions. As usual, the internet had their own opinions. One user commented, "How can Diddy remain clean when he was running through so many people? It would not surprise me at all." Another user chimed in with, "Jag is more on point and knows what she's talking about. Believe what you will, but Jag knows." So, what's your take on all this? Do you think Diddy's behavior in jail is tied to his alleged health issues, or is it just him trying to avoid more lawsuits? Could Jaguar Wright's claims be exposing the truth, or is this just another wild rumor? And most importantly, do you think Diddy can bounce back from all this drama, or is it game over for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more developing stories straight from the hood.
She caught HIV.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna play this last clip, man. You know, but like I said, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, Khalfani Howard, man. Give a like on this video, man. You know, share this video, man. Man, a lot of people think Diddy won't survive, man. Diddy won't survive. He won't survive. And that's what many people is going with, man. He's losing massive weight. He's not see when you in the outs, man, you're not getting proper nutrition, man. You see, when in jail, everything goes, man. You know what I mean? Everything goes, man. You know, and you hearing what Jaguar Wright saying that he's, you know what I mean? He put himself in this, you know what I mean? He put himself right in this, man.
He like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee.
Come on.
In the game. Man. Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Word on the street is Diddy's health is in serious danger behind bars, and it is not looking good for him right now. According to recent reports, Diddy has lost severe weight, and it's not just because of the food in the prison or him refusing to eat, but for the fact that he is suffering from an acute STD behind bars. So, as you probably know, Diddy's been sitting in prison for a few months now, waiting for his trial that's supposed to go down in May 2025. But here's where it starts to get messy. Now, we all know about what Diddy was up to, but it wasn't just women in the SA. They're claiming he was out here forcing himself on men and hiring male escorts for himself, living that down low lifestyle. And the rumors don't stop there. Word is, even behind bars, Diddy's allegedly been keeping up the same energy, if not worse, and getting D down. Reports are saying Diddy's got himself
getting D down. He got himself a crew of groupies getting D down. You know what that is? He getting dick down. Ain't nobody doing that for free, man. Ain't nobody doing that for free, man. And you know, sad thing, Diddy is dragging all his kids involved. His kids involved in the Kim Porter's death, man. He dragging his kids all in it, man. They throwing these wild freak offs. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised, man. In this case, in this federal RICO indictment case, man, I won't be surprised that they used his kids for the prosecution. You know what I mean? Being a star witness of the prosecution, man. I won't be surprised, man. I won't be surprised that they subpoenaed Diddy's, you know what I mean, children's, you know, for the star, you know what I mean, witness for the prosecution. being the star witness of the prosecution, man. I won't be surprised to see that. You know what I mean? Because look, man, they know that, you know what I mean, Diddy allegedly threw all these, you know what I mean, wild freak off parties, man. But according to reports, they said Christian Combs, Diddy's son, was involved in the freak off parties, right along with his other, you know what I mean, son that he adopted. This is not looking good, man. Not only that, man, they involved in Kim Porter's death. You know, they played a role in Kim Porter's death, man. This is not looking good, man. You know, and I'm quite sure when Gene Deal says that, look, man, when you got to rap, it calls you got to take that, which means you got to take that. It's called responsibility, man. When you rapped in and you being allegedly accused of racketeering, you know, conspiracy and coercion and transportation with prostitution, and when you're involved, in these allegations, man, how do you clear your name? And I'm quite sure he's dragging his kids involved. You know, he's putting his kids involved.
Crew of male groupies in prison. Yeah, these dudes are apparently riding for him so hard they're even making his bed for him. Like what? And to make things worse, these same groupies might not just be folding sheets.
Diddy allegedly has jail groupies who hate on each other for making his bed. Yo, that's why context matters. The reason why context matters.
That's him. The baby oil villain himself, Diddy. Heard they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his crib.
And tapes, man. Gives him his freak off. Oh, they say he oils you up and then takes your soul. Woo.
Yo, man, don't tell me you all scared of some celebrity with some baby oil. Now, here's the wild part. Allegedly, Diddy's been getting down with these dudes in ways we can't even say out loud. And y'all know how it goes in jail. Getting access to protection isn't exactly easy. That alone is already risky.
You see that? You see that? Getting access for protection, that alone is not easy, man. Getting access to protection, that alone is not easy, man. You know, a favor for a favor, man. You know what I mean? He had these male groupies, man. Was doing his bid and making his bed, cleaning up his cell, doing everything he asked them to do, man. It's not easy for, you know what I mean, to find protection inside the jail, man. That's not easy, man. You know what I mean? Making someone your bitch or being the bitch in there, man. Look, it's not easy, man. It's not easy because you know what I mean, you don't know who's plotting, you don't know who's planning, you know who's coming after your head. You know what I mean? Because half of these people that's doing life sentence, they don't have nothing to lose, man. So you got to remember, man, it's a free for all. And whenever there's a free for all, is anything up for grabs, man. You're not safe, man. You're not safe. So he's willing to do anything, man, for protection, man. You gotta understand, he's willing to do anything, whatever it takes for his protection. Because when you're in jail, everything goes, man. Everything goes, including yourself, man. You know what I mean? Everything goes, man. Everything goes in there, man.
But some folks are saying it might not even be consensual.
Yo, I just heard that Diddy, a former inmate said that Diddy got groupies in the jail.
It's not funny though. But, hey man, they say he got male groupies in the jail, man. It's not funny, man. It's not funny, man. But it is what it is, man. Karma is karma, man. And however you made your bed, you gotta lay in that motherfucker, man. That's the sad thing, man. However you made up your bed, you have to lay in it, man. He got to lay in it, man. You gotta accept karma is coming on him, man. And he can die at any given point, man. Y'all not understanding, man. If you really look at it, man, we not even in February. You got February, March, April, then May, his trial, man. You got little like three 3.5 months away, man. It's not looking good for him, man. He got male groupies doing his bid, man. Oh my goodness, man. Nothing good come out of this, man. he got male groupies doing his bid, man. Anything for some protection, man. The thing's serious, y'all. It's serious, man.
And there have been recent reports that Diddy allegedly caught HIV while in jail. And to make things worse, Jaguar Wright has come forward to back up these claims in her signature no-holds-barred style. In a recent interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar Wright dropped some serious tea about Sean Diddy Combs. She claimed that Diddy has reportedly been dealing with HIV and that he's faced his diagnosis head up. But that's not all. Wright went even deeper, claiming she could name at least 20 other men she believes are in the same boat as Diddy. She hinted that this issue goes beyond just Diddy's actions, calling it a much larger problem. However, she refused to name names, saying she plans to spill it all on her upcoming show.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up.
He did.
Listen what she's saying, y'all. Listen what she's saying.
Calling it a much larger problem. However, she refused to name names, saying she plans to spill it all on her upcoming show.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? Gee,
come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and wouldn't nobody be able to sue me.
Wait, please name them, because we need to know. Wait a minute.
Things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
This isn't the first time Jaguar Wright has gone after Diddy, following his arrest on September 16, 2024, on charges of
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna end it right there, man. My computers keep shutting off, man. But yeah, this was a good live, man. You know what I mean? It was an excellent live. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next time I see you, out.